ain't talking, tell me on me, but you know they'll never win. I'm controlling all my victories, and something has gotta give. Cause this is just what I made it now, made it now. You can't ever, ever, ever break us down, break us down. I'll be reaching for the stars, promise I'll be what they not. And I'll never, ever, ever, ever stop, won't never stop, yeah.
Touch your sky, you're made of silver and gold. Touch your sky, you're the greatest option now. You and I, we can make it out of the cold. Hang tight, we're gonna reach for the greatness. We will always rise, we will never fall. The fire in our eyes will be as strong. Even though we know our backs against the wall. And again, you take your aim, you know that this is.
I've been down, been waiting so long. I'm here for the crown, I'm here to show off. Greatness time, just waiting to show y'all. This is your time to remember.
So many times I lie in the basement waiting for greatness. No, I won't listen to anyone hating on me and telling me I wouldn't make it. Cause I did everything that they said I couldn't. Caught my footing and I kept the controls. I stand for something, I ain't running now. I'm the greatest now, I just wanna make it down. Don't let me down, don't let it all fall. I've been on the road, accomplished all of my goals, and I ain't gonna let you down.
Touch your sky, you're made of silver and gold. Touch your sky, you're the greatest option now. You and I, we can make it out of the cold. Hang tight, we're gonna reach for the greatness. We will always rise, we will never fall. The fire in our eyes will be as strong. Even though we know our backs against the wall. And again, pick your aim, you know that this is.
Coming for the game, cause we ready for the victory.
afraid, but I don't break. I heard you question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay. Won't look away. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne. So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I'd never kiss the rain. Ice runs in my veins, won't play it safe. I don't belong with your nobility. Who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane? It's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it. I've come to take it. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it all. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne.
The stage is set for the grand finale of the MGC Pro Series Season 3, the Bhutan qualifiers for the True International Season 2 that's going to be coming up. And it's against two beasts, that is Onyx Paradox and IC Paradise. Gonna go for the clash in a best of 5 series. And of course, I'm gonna be here joined by our one and only, our rising star himself, Mr. Heydays, onto the casting desk with me. How are you feeling tonight for this finals, my guy?
The grand finals of MGC Pro Series Season 3, and you know, Bolte, today is a clash between the Titans, Onyx Paradox and IC Paradise. Let's see how the game goes. Like, it's best of 5, so we can't see like anything at any time. Anything can happen, so we're gonna have fun. Let's enjoy the match and let's hype the fans with some exciting casting from ourselves. Let's try our best.
Yeah, indeed. But before we go anything further, we gotta thank our organizers. And you know, this season is powered by the MGC, of course, supported by Moonton, BMGA, PMBC, and in collaboration with True International. And what do you know? Onyx Paradox are already invited to the True International MLBB Season 2. They're gonna be representing the motherland, the Bhutan, and also IC Paradise are also going to be invited to the True International stage. So 2 teams secured on the side of Bhutan to go for the international exposure, especially against new teams, India, PH, Indo, and etc. So for that sweet victory. And these are going to be the tournament format. And yes, it's going to fall in the 23rd of June till the 6th of July. And yes, for the kickoff, it's going to be the Swiss stage, 16 teams. And all the teams are going to be right there competing for either 3 wins or 3 losses. If they get the 3 wins, they make it to the playoffs. But if they get the unfortunate defeat of 3 losses, they will be out and eliminated. And as for the playoffs, the single elimination stage, it's only going to be 8 teams remaining, and this is basically going to be a single elimination like we've already said, and all of the best of 3 series, and the grand finals of course is going to be a best of 5. So what about you, man? Are you excited for the true internationals that's going to be coming after this MGC Pro series?
Of course, man, it's so exciting. We are seeing Bhutan in the True International Season 2, and yeah, there will be some fun matches, and they might have some tough time. Like, we have some PH, India, and Indo teams coming up there, so it's gonna be a good match, and of course, I'll be supporting Bhutan for that.
Of course, right? Gotta stand by your nation. Of course, me as well. I'm from India, so I'm gonna stand with my Indian teams, Hades. So it's gonna be clash against Bhutan and India as well. You and me, my guy. You and me. But I don't like the fact that this goat casters, this goat thing is still here. Please, Bang. I told you yesterday already. But anyhow, we're gonna keep that aside for now because I feel like our teams are ready. But whoever is gonna be winning the coin toss, we're gonna see against Onyx Paradox and IC Paradise. So far, I've experienced casting in the True International Season 1. It was me and Wands, and we have seen a lot of PH powerhouses, and actually PH were the ones who don't actually get defeated, okay? They didn't even get a single loss in that series. So we have, quite a rivalry against PH for our nation. So man, maybe this time, maybe Bhutan can break the streak for them, don't you think?
Let's see how it goes. Of course, PS teams are just too good, Their game mechanics and all. They're too ahead of like the teams out there. So let's see how they do in this season 2 series.
I mean, PH,
What do you think
man.
about your team?
What, my team as in like Indian teams?
Yeah, Indian teams.
For now, man, we haven't had the qualifiers yet, but we do have really good teams as well under our MPL caster. We also have a team called Tartarus. They're actually good, and like we said, what else? LCF, I'm pretty sure IC Paradise faced against them, and I'm pretty sure they won as well. So I think India is also ready this time, and we're actually gonna get the mainland contenders to be participating in the season 2 of the True International. So I'm also hyped. But right now, jumping into the drafting phase, Hades, Onyx Paradise is gonna get the first pick and the first bands to their side. They're going for the classic MPL bands here, the Jushin and also the Hayabusa.
Now we have a band coming up from IC Paradise, and that's gonna be a Boxia. So right now we can see Hayabusa being banned. A lot of respect to Demon King on that Hayabusa. Yesterday we saw his gameplays out there, and there's already Boxia out there, the band. This hero is a must ban or must pick hero in this series.
That is very, very true. And we are still hyped about that grand final that just dropped off. TLPH gonna get that secure into the season 15. Man, that was also very interesting, don't you think? The Onyx, the beasts are finally taken out.
I'm still getting some goosebumps, hopefully they will bounce back ever stronger. They couldn't do much in the game 7, Galra, he just fed up. He just got too many deaths out there. Oheb's Granger was just insane in that game. And honestly, there is Carl TZ out there with the jungle.
Yeah, absolutely. Hayabusa plays as well. So this time, Hayabusa is banned to the side of Paradox. IC Paradise, on the other hand, they know the threat of a Matilda once again. So they're gonna pull that out of this, game number 1. But this third ban going to be coming to the side of Paradox. Maybe they're going to be focusing on to EXP got taught Kacha in these earlier phases of the ban. Maybe they're looking out for the EXP laner of IC Paradise.
I think so. They're banning some EXP heroes out here. That's the Gatot. So I don't think I've never seen Mercy playing that Gatot, but yeah. That's a good ban out there coming from Onyx Paradox. And Bolty, these two teams, they have been playing a lot, and there's a good rivalry between them, so they just know how the opposing team is gonna play. So yeah, they might have done some homework on their tactics as well.
You did mention that MGC season 1 and 2, it's always against these two teams going back to back. So in this season 3 again, will they settle the score or will they still go in this the upcoming season that's about to come? But for now, Mr. Fister is out of the fisting zone. So Badang is also out of the question. For now, this is going to be the first pick to the side of Paradox here. So what are your thoughts? Is it going to be a straight up mid lane pick or could be, a jungle?
I think we might see a mid lane coming out from Onyx Paradox. So the jungle, let's see what happens. The Lucas is open, the Joy is open. Let's see who they take on. It might be a mage, but
Yeah, lots of something. Like if you're seeing the TLPAs prioritizing pick on the Louis, but no, it's gonna be a Kalea oriented. So our teams are not quite yet onto the MPL stages. Instead, they want to go for their comforts because comforts usually guarantees to a better, early game, better everything. So for now, Onyx Paradise is gonna be using. I guess this Kalea gonna go for the EXP because I'm pretty sure that Kalea shines the best when she's on the EXP, but the roam is also possible as well because the pickoffs, like what you would see on the Chow, Way of the Dragon or going to the roam, it also works. But to the side of Icy Paradise, they are going for what I was saying before. It was gonna be the Louis and also to fortify the front line once again with a highlights.
pick, and that is a Granger and a Glue coming out from Onyx Paradox. So I think that Kalea might be going for roam, as we can see that Glue coming up for that EXP lane. And of course, like Peridot, he's a good roamer. We know his skills and strategy. He might get some good pickups from that Kalea, and yeah, so I see they went for the Louis and Hylos. A good diversion play might change the game and give them the upper hand.
Yep, could be very possible because a good diversion always changes the tide of how the game goes, right? So on the side of Paradox, they have to be aware. So they don't really have much heroes to check bushes for diversion. They do have the Granger to use that Death Sonata, but the Death Sonata don't exactly reveals much anymore, right? In this current patch. So they have to pick up something. Yeah, they have to pick up something that can reveal the bush. A Kalea, it seems like we're gonna see a Kalea roam. I don't know if a Kalea is that good at checking bushes. He can use the title strike to go and dive, but the follow-up is gonna be a bit painful. But inside of Icy Paradise this time, they're going for yesterday's formation. The Phobias, the high loss, and the burst potential in the backline, and to transport them, like we already said, a Louis.
Yeah, we got that Phobius on Mercy, his comfort hero, and yeah, we saw his gameplay yesterday, the MVP of both the matches, and let's see how it does in this game.
All right, we're seeing some bans coming in from Icy.
And from Icy.
Yep. What do you think, man? What do you think are gonna be the bans gonna be forwarded towards Paradox for Icy Paradise?
But now we can't there isn't any MM being banned, so let's see. There's already a Granger out there, so I don't think Icy Paradise are prioritizing that MM now. They might go for another jungler as well.
Yeah, this could be either I think an Irritel onto the side of Icy Paradise because they have a good formation to keep the Irritel safe, and on top of that, Irritel is a hit and run hero. She can kite very well. On top of that, she have certain blinks, the heavy crossbow, to be positioned in such a safe place to be dealing those damage, right? So it's good for a Glue also, I should say, because she's a moving target, which is Glue's, a bit of a nemesis.
So we see a mage, and that's again Eve being banned, and there's a Moskov coming up from Onyx Paradox. So they banned the Moskov. Ooh, we see a Kimi out there.
Bro,
what do you think about the Kimi?
This Kimi, man. I mean, we've seen Kimi onto the mid side lots in MPL, but This time it's gonna be the usual burst Kimi onto the gold lane side. But on the side of Icy Paradise, they have a lot of magic damage. So they have to prioritize this jungle pick to go for the physical. If not, this could pose a threat on their lineup that Onyx Paradox are gonna be, buying those Radiant Armors, which kind of cut down costs as well for them to counter their damage easily.
Yeah, we can see that there are a lot of magic damages coming out from Icy Paradise. So yeah, a Radiant Armor would be best for Onyx Paradox to counter it. But I don't know what Demon King is going to pick out here. The Lucas is banned, his Hayabusa is banned. So what will we see from Demon King?
Alright, Demon King, man. He have lots of options actually. He's not gonna go for, a Divey Assassin picks because there's a Kalia which can grab him instantly if he goes in, right? So it's best if you look for something a bit more safe. Joy, he's not gonna go for Joy because of Joy's a magic damage, but we'll see, man. Maybe like a utility jungle, but I don't know if a utility would kind of work here. What were your choices on a utility jungle on Icy Paradise?
See, I don't think that utility jungler. I haven't seen Demon King playing some utility junglers quite lately, and yeah. So Demon King, he might go for the Fredrin, but let's see. What do you think about the Fredrin pick coming up from Demon King?
I mean, they do have the back line to die for the Louis, but they are lacking on the assassin department. So yeah, assassin can also come up. Like you said, Demon King is quite comfort on assassin picks instead of utility picks. But like you said, the Fedrin, I don't know if it's gonna work here. I mean, it's gonna be very risky, especially against a Granger, because a Granger can just outrun the Fedrin, right? And just use those, Rhapsody to sidestep and also pick up the Sky Piercer to just shut down the Fedrin. But that is also a possibility, man. But we'll never know because whoa, no, this, bro, this is actually a good pick on the side of Onyx Paradox because they don't exactly have those, what do you call it, suppression heroes, right, to the side of Icy Paradise. So a Fanny here is gonna be swinging like a breeze to the back line, maybe securing a Kimi or maybe securing the Louis in the process.
It's gonna be a good pick. Like Fanny is a good pick out here, so a lot of like
stand in my
Icy Paradise next. Okay, we got a Hanzo out there from Demon King.
Yeah, that is our
So what do
answer,
you
my
think
guy.
about-
Yeah, that is our answer to the physical and something that is assassin, because they need somebody to go to the back line to maybe, pressurize Farsa and Granger, right? And also not being able to worry about what a Tsunami Slam can do to you. So that is a perfect pick to the side of Icy Paradise and Demon King with the strongest ninja, like how the lore goes on the MLBB side. So here are your drafting. What draft would you prefer, actually, Hades?
Now, so I might go for Icy Paradise drafts. Yes, you can see there is too much sustain coming out from that Hylos and Phobius, and there is enough CC for in order to stop that Kalea as well. The dispersion coming out from Louis, and I don't know, but Onyx Paradox has some good picks as well. The Farsa, we might see a Sanj gameplay coming out from that Farsa from Big Brain. A Big Brain with that Farsa is insane.
Yeah, we've seen Big Brain doing those sneaky, outplays with the first flicker onto the Feather Airstrike. He might try to do that again, but he has to be careful this time because this is the grand finals. He can be, flexing those freestyles. Am I right? So yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Hades, and once again with Bolty, and we are going to be seeing this throughout. It's going to be the game number 1 for the grand final series, a best of 5 series for the qualifiers for the True Internationals. So man, all right, we have to think through right now because Icy Paradise, they have a solid composition, but in terms of pickoffs, Oh man, oh man. Onyx Paradox can do so much in this.
Yeah, I agree with that. Onyx Paradox has so much pickups. Let's see how the Kalia goes on. She might go for the back line, maybe for the Kimi, maybe for the Louis. Let's see how Peridot goes on with that Kalia.
Or
And
maybe.
yeah, I'm expecting some good gameplays coming out from their MM as well. Both Wink and the MM coming out from Onyx Paradox. Granger.
Yep, Granger, right? Usually seeing Granger versus against a Harit most of the time, but it's gonna
Yeah.
be against a Kimi. Now, like we said, Kimi always have that upper end when she gets her full Starlium energy charge, but she has to keep account that a Fanny would be flying away, and it's kind of hard to counter a Fanny with a Kimi, even though you have the jet thrusters to kind of fly, but you're not entirely immune from the slit throat, so you have to be very map aware. You gotta have a map awareness like maybe like a gold standard Keldra, I should say. So for now, wow, both the teams are actually pretty good. Right, 80s. It seems like there are a bit of a ping issues onto the side of the teammates, but don't worry, guys. The match will start up as soon as possible, I'm pretty sure. But for now, we are excited that Bhutan are finally getting their players here, man. I'm finally getting to see some Bhutan gameplay as well, and it's kind of like very similar to Indian kind of playstyle, because we usually stick to the meta instead. Like PH teams, they don't usually stick to the meta, I should say, onto like their normal teams, because we used to see this, you know, Freya jungle a lot in PH, right? Maybe this time in True Internationals, if we see another Freya jungle, that would be interesting, but hoping to see quite a change. So, man, Hades, what are your thoughts?
Like, I'm kind of like, I don't have some words right now, you know, because the draft picks coming out from both the teams is just too good. We never know what's gonna happen in the Land of Dawn, and yeah, it's gonna be an interesting match. So what do you think about the scoreboard? Like do you have some predictions out there?
The scoreboard, of course. Yeah, we have to put in our caster prediction, right? Maybe this series, both of the teams are really good, but I don't see there's going to be any biasness, right? Like a team just going full, let's say, a full wipe, a full sweep. So I'm going to go for, you know, the safe 3-2, man. What about you?
I'm also going for the 3-2, but like I won't be revealing the team who's gonna win it. So let's see.
Yeah, playing it so safe right here, because as caster, we're putting our dignity as well whenever we are predicting. If it's not right, we're gonna get clowned for some reason. So we'll just say the 3-2. Right or wrong, it's up to the audience to make the judging as well. But for now, wow. So Demon King picks the Hanzo, which could be a possible, you know, early invade to the side, but Afeni is usually an invade jungle. So we don't know. Both of them actually, they are both invade jungle, but the Hanzo first skill cooldown is kind of long. But in case Fanny invades a Hanzo, he's gonna have that first skill to just steal us away without wasting his retribution, right? So this is also a very, you know, well thought out pick to the side of Icy Paradise. So what about you, man? Onto the side of Onyx Paradox, what shines the most in their draft?
Drafts, like I think Big Brain is gonna pull off some good game out there with that Farsa, and yeah, I'm hoping a lot of pickups coming out from Peridot on that Kalia, and not to forget we have Kazanski on that glue as well.
Yep, blue
So
as well.
let's see, we might see some good gameplay coming out from that glue.
Yeah, just like Sandford, right? Sandford
I was
onto the
about to
glue.
mention-
My God, that guys! If you guys are gonna ask me, man, who carried TLPH on that final match? It's Sandford, bro. Come on. Let's be honest, man. EXPs are goated, man. EXP is great, especially Sandford. Yeah, of course, OHEP is gonna get those kills because he is a Granger. He's gonna have the Sky Piercer. Of course, he needs to be the finisher, right? But the one who sets those finishing blows are usually the ones that are MVP onto our perspective, I should say. So what about you, Hades? You agree to that?
I agree to that. Sanford, he just did some great jobs out there, and honestly, a big fan of him. So Sanford on that glue, he was just insane. You know, like we could see a lot of like outplayed heroes out there. Sanford, and that's a glue coming up from Kazansky, and that's the main hero that we have seen in the MPL. And that's a Granger, the Granger, Ohab's main, and of course, how can we forget the game coming out from Sanji with that Farsa, the Winter Crown.
Winter Crown, Winter Crown.
Item.
Item swap wise, I actually haven't seen a lot of item swap yet in this tournament, maybe because I haven't cast much matches, but I'm hoping we can see this item swap outplays, right? Because of fast hands, man, who doesn't love fast hands, right? I try to crack one joke, but I let me just hold it back. Alright, 80s.
So let's wait for game number 1 to begin.
Waiting for quite a while now. Maybe the ping issues not quite solved yet, but like we said, guys, True Internationals is around the corner. But for the qualifying, Bhutan already has their 2 representatives that it's gonna be the teams that are gonna be clashing tonight. So win or lose, these guys are gonna have the prize pool on their hands. Pretty sure the prize pool distributed to IC, the first prize like 4,500 diamonds along with like 2,000 NU cash, I'm pretty sure. And here we are into the land of dawn after the prize pool being set. It's gonna be blue Onyx Paradox here onto the side in the blue side. Gonna go for their mysterious Paradox against IC Paradise, or IC Paradise on the other hand. You know, they say the sun sets on Paradise to make it things a little bit icy, so we never know unless Hades takes a point here.
So, in the early buff cleared by Hanzo, and is already rotating down to the gold lane. So, it's Erensky who needs to play safe right now, because the gank coming out from that Hanzo, and we can see Hylos giving out that vision. Hanzo takes out that creep from coming out from Onyx Paradox, and yeah, so Fanny does the same with that green grab on IC side. So we might see a team fight coming up here.
Wow, that Litho though falling to the hands of Paradox. That's a good retribution to the side of Demi Gotzel here. But here's some posts coming in mid side as well. Peridot in trouble, has to force out the title strike to get a safety once again. Kazansky on the other hand, playing a glue like it's meant to be an annoyance to your enemy teams. But Demon King also forces out his ultimate, but for now goes back to farm another, creep.
Okay, so the turtle, it's like 10 seconds for the turtle to be spawned, and let's see, they might go for the turtle first come first, and both their junglers are level 4, and let's see what happens next.
Itemization, nobody's gonna get their first item just yet. Gold lane also, it seems like Erensky is kind of winning the lane this time around. But Turtle skirmishes, not so much, because Demon King is onto the purple. So he needs to rotate really quick. Of course, he does that with the first skill. But here comes some poke coming in onto the Turtle lane here. Demigod also, both teams are farming their purple because they are very purple dependent, I should say. Especially to the side of Onyx Paradox. But once again, the higher ground is taken to the side of IC Paradise. And they are looking for quite a clean turtle pickup. But here comes, Demi onto the other hand. Still steals that turtle to the side of the team. And yes, they're going to go for that initiation play coming up. Here comes that golden carpet once again. But the first blood is going to be taken to the side of Onyx Paradox. And also they're looking for another kill. Then Demon King bites the dust. This is going to be Paradox going towards Mercy. But Mercy is going to be mercied to the side of Paradox. Or maybe not. Mercy.
There was the same fight coming out from...
Okay. Tsunami Slam! Tsunami Slam, and Demi gets it! That is cool. That is 3 kills to the side of Onyx Paradox already, and with an instant replay, Hades, take it away.
So we can see a great turtle still coming out from Demi Godsell. Mercy tried to stop Demi, but yeah, she just used her cable and got that turtle steal, and that's a great feather and strike coming out from Big Brain, and Big Brain secures the kill with the flicker ult.
Yes, sir. You know how Big Brain plays with his flickers and feather airstrikes. And yes, he never ceases to amaze, man. Possible. But for now, looking like things are gonna be diluted for now.
So with that early turtle from Onyx Paradox, they already have a 2k gold lead coming out there with a 3-0 scoreboard out there. What do you think, Bolty? What would like Icy Paradise do in this situation? Like, how can they even out the gold lead right now?
Honestly, they just have to wait for the sets from Nico. They have that diversion element of surprise that they can, pick out. Early game wise, they don't really have the scaling just yet. So of course, Fanny just reigns over the early game, right? But the thing about the Fanny is it's only good till the mid game. But once that the late game comes, it's really over. But Big Brain is in trouble. Tsunami Slam connecting to the ghost, but oh, he gets the chomp in. Demon King gets the chomp in, but Big Brain is gonna survive the chomping of the ninja. And also, seems like Demigod is gonna be in place. Or maybe not. Here comes more. Here comes the latching grab onto worse. I think this is Demon or that's Nico on the other hand. But yes, this time around, Onyx Paradox are having that higher ground. Demi gonna be playing with the Infernal Pursuits here. It's like Mercy gonna go for the Demi, goes for the Slit Throat as well. The Amethyst Carpet comes in to kind of whoosh things out. There's a lot of gameplay coming in. The Feather Airstrike as well. The Traction Pulse is being traction, but Erensky will be the one to get the kills and gonna go for more. Those Death Sonatas locking onto Wing. Nobody gets traded to the side of Onyx Paradox, but instead Erensky get the double. Talking about OHEP plays right here, and with that, I'm pretty sure Onyx Paradox can capitalize with those 2 kills on top of this turtle.
That was like a great game coming out from Onyx Paradox, when Icy Paradise engaged, they just dismissed, and there was a comeback coming out from them with their engagement, and yeah, they secured 2-0, and that was a good trade.
Indeed, look at these though. Look at that initiation coming in from Icy Paradise, but Onyx, they read through this, and they put the first side in such a position that nobody can take her out, and instead they are rewarded with some kills to their gold layer here, man. Look at this. And then look at RNC, gonna go for that double. Perfection.
There was a perfect game coming out from Erensky with that Granger. Can we see the itemization? I think Granger might have got his Sky Piercer out there.
Yes,
Granger is
sir.
already with his Sky Piercer and Hunter Strike, and he might go for a Malefic Roar or might be going for that Sea of Halbert. What do you think about the items, Bolty?
Yeah, he could either go for a Malefic Roar. Sea Halbert also is possible, but usually the pro teams, they kind of capitalize on the Sea Halbert to stop the healing from too much. But here comes Demi once again, slitting the throat of Nico, gets the kill. Erensky also out. Cam gets the kill on a killing spree to the side of Erensky again. Onyx Paradox are showing Icy Paradise what it means to be playing with a Paradox which is completely random. And yes, Icy Paradise are being punished.
So that's a great game coming out from Onyx Paradox. They are so locked in today, and yeah, we already have a 6k gold lead coming out there.
And of course, Big Brain. Yeah, this big guy, he's just gonna be camping in those bushes, looking for a possible Feather Airstrike zones. As Turtle's gonna be spawning that 4 seconds. Here comes the initiation coming in from Dwarma here. Traction Pulse doesn't latch onto anybody. But finally, nobody's gonna get traded out. A safe tier 2, not so sure, but yes, for now, it's gonna be safe tier 2. But oh, Demon King is onto the working, but don't forget, they have a reinforcement diversion coming up. So I think, or maybe Big Brain is gonna be one to steal this, but no, Big Brain gonna go for more. Demi on the other hand. Oh, wait, who's gonna get the turtle? It's gonna be Big Brain with the Feather Airstrike. call it a secure airstrike to the side of Onyx Paradox. The traction pull comes in as well. Wink is in a position to just get those free hits. Nobody gets traded out, but the turtle still goes to the side. 3 turtles onto the side of Onyx Paradox, man.
Was the follow coming out from Demon King. After using his ult, he should have gone for that turtle, but yeah, went for the team fight and he just missed his objectives.
Yeah, indeed. Paradox, on the other hand, he's gonna look for the pickoffs once again. Erensky finally taking out that tier 2 on top. Here comes Demon King to go for that, but oh man, the burst, he couldn't even sustain anything at this point. And there goes the tier 2 as well on the mid side. Only the inhibitors remain. Oh, fair airstrike coming in. The busing coming in as well. Dwarma getting absolutely punished by Erensky. Here comes the Tsunami Slam again, but Win is going to be able to keep him down for now. And more is going to be happening because Demon King made a little bit of something, but it's going to be 1-to-1 trade on both sides.
It's a 1-to-1 trade in both sides. Both the roamer falls, and here we might see a Granger might fall out here.
Mercy. No, Mercy! But that was a good engage. They were able to shut down, but oh, no. Wink, on the other hand, double kill for this guy. He's gonna get a lot of gold, especially shutting down Big Brain as well. Let's get to see that instant replay.
So here we have, let's see what happens out here. So Mercy just charges in, makes that Granger low, and yeah, that was an outplay coming out from Granger, but the traction pulls coming out from Wink. It was insane. He just got his double kill out there. But yeah, Big Brain could have retreated out there.
Yeah, indeed. But they want to get those shutdowns, right? If not, Icy Paradise, they're gonna be falling down on the gold lead. For now, they're still falling out, but getting those shutdowns is gonna, bridge where they can finally get those scaling, the items that they need to finally be dealing those damages. But for now, they're playing it safe. They're not gonna go for the turtle, obviously, because they are very underfarmed at the same time. They want to play it safe.
That would be a safe game coming out from Icy Paradise because they might have an upper hand in the late game. They have a lot of potential coming out in the late game with Wink with some full items, and of course the Hanzo in the late game is just too scary. So what do you think? What would happen in the late game, Bolty?
Late game wise, I think late game. I think it's gonna go to the side of Icy Paradise if they can, push through this. But Lord secured side of Paradox again. But Icy Paradise, like we've said, the scaling, man. Wing needs to scale. Nico needs to scale. Demon King as well. They do have those frontline tanky ones to, create a scene for them to make those finishes. But on the other hand, Icy Paradox are also, they have Big Brain, right? Big Brain is the one that usually stop the engagements from Icy Paradise. So Big Brain is the problem, I should say.
Yeah, the Big Brain will be a great problems, but yeah, we might see a good diversion play coming out from Nico, targeting Big Brain and shutting him down time and again.
That's so mid lord diversion coming up as well, but it's just used to, fake it out. The real or fake is fake. On the bot side though, we are seeing, divide and conquer style push. Here comes a Feather Airstrike to clean things off. And yes, burst down the high loss. Supposedly the tankiest member of Icy Paradise been burst out is way too much. Seems like Demon King is gonna lose that shadow form instantly. Inhibitor top lane down. Call it 2 inhibitors here, I'm pretty sure. But never mind, it seems like Wink has those Starlian pulses to just stop the incoming minion waves. And that's gonna be, saving grace to the side of Icy Paradise. But then again, they're looking for another inhibitor on the bot side here, man.
Yeah, that was a good defense coming out from Icy. So we have a diversion play coming out there with that Hanzo. So there's a team fight coming out in the bottom.
Yep, team fight once again. Demon King this time gets Kazetski. And the Demigod on the other hand get that Mega. The shutdowns coming up as well. But Erensky cleans the floor. And that is 3 down to the side. Traded out with 1 in favor of Paradox. And all inhibitors down. This is it for the two members to defend as much as possible. But Paradox, on the other hand, is low, but he still can fight a Sakurai there. It's not gonna get shut down just yet, and that is the crystal lock. And for the taking, game number 1 goes to the side of Paradox.
It was an intense game, an aggressive gameplay coming out from Onyx Paradox with that Fanny on the side in the early to mid game, a pure dominance coming out from Demigod Cell. And yeah, Big Brain, he's doing a great job in this series. So we have a great gameplay coming out from Big Brain. With that Feather Strike, he's so good at that farser. What do you think, like, what was the fumble that Icy made in this game? What was the fumble that Icy made out here?
I think the fumble here is they are relying way too much on the late game, which gives, enough breathing time for Paradox to just clean it out. And this match wasn't even long. It didn't stretch to like the 20-minute mark. So, yeah, Paradox got it. And yes, MVP, of course, Big Brain. Like you said, the Feather Airstrike is just enough to grab him the MVP for his trophy, for his, cupboard. And looking at the items so far, Hades, can you cook, please?
Okay, so we can see that Granger with already everything, his core items, starting from that Hunter Strike, Sky Piercer, and yeah, the Malefic Roar and BOT. He deals a lot of damage out there, but yeah, the credit goes to Big Brain out here. To get the items out here, so Big Brain already has his Genius Wand, Glowing Wand, and that's gonna be a big problem. In this match, it was like all for Onyx Paradox. They got their spotlight. Kazanski did a great job sustaining out there, and yeah, I think that Demigods and Big Brain just did a great job out there. But yeah, it's just game 1, and Icy Paradise, they can just bounce back, and it's a best of 5, so we never know what might happen. We might get a reverse sweep out here coming out from Icy Paradise.
Oh, the rich guys though, it usually kind of, falls towards the gold laners, but it's gonna be the jungler himself, Demigod Cell, getting that 8 GPM. And damage dealt, of course. Big Brain is gonna have that big burst as well. The carry, of course, Sandbag. It's gonna be going to the side of Icy Paradise because Warma tanks a lot of Feather Airstrike, so of course he needs that Sandbag title. But of course, the best wingman always falls to glue players. Come on, we gotta be honest.
So
here are your highlights.
Instant highlight here.
Yeah, man.
That was a great turtle coming out from Demigod Cell.
Yeah, like we see that they were late, right? Fanny was late for the turtle, but just in time he came and then he just picks it off. That is how a Fanny should play. And also Big Brain also getting the kill up there. First blood for them, so that's good.
Big Brain with that Feather Strike and Flicker is just too insane with that. We have seen yesterday, but today he did it disciplinedly. Yeah, he was disciplined today.
Very, very disciplined indeed.
And, yeah, we can see.
Yo. This is where Icy Paradise, they got those shutdowns, right? They got a better trade over here. Yeah, they were able to do for a 2-3.
Yeah, that action pull coming out from Wink, it was just insane. It was right at the time, and yeah, perfect place.
Indeed. And more is gonna be happening here. I mean, Demon King couldn't do much here, right? I mean, do get that kill, but then again, he gets bursted out instantly. So, like, Demon King is on the drafting phase. Like, there's literally nothing for Demon King to pick. I mean, that Hanzo is good, but if you can't tank, you can't do any damage, right? So, Demon King was put to the pinch. That's why I feel like they lost on the jungle section as well. So, if the jungle loses the early game, it's surely a fumble, right, for the teammates. So, there you have it, man.
Yeah, the draft pick, it was a great draft pick coming out from Onyx Paradox, banning Demon King's main hero, the Hayabusa, the Lucas. So he was like, he had a tough time picking up those heroes. I think Hanzo is like the debut for this series. I haven't seen in Hanzo coming out.
Yeah, debut for this series. Yep. Now that you said it, and in the grand finals, he's coming up. Maybe they could have just gone for something, man. Could have gone for something. Let's say, maybe just go for the utility also. Just tank it all the way. Tank it all the way. Don't need to go for the assassin. If you can tank it, eventually you can kind of turn the tides. But game 1 is out of the show now, guys. We're gonna be hopping to the game number 2 of this section. Will Onyx Paradox keep up their win streak, or will IC Paradise come up with a better draft? And here we are. MGC Pro Series Season 3, gonna go for that game number 2 right here. To the side of IC Paradise, first pick and first ban.
So we have Baxia being banned out there, and look at that, Bolty. Hayabusa is being banned again. So Demon King, I think this match he might have a tough time as well. His main heroes are being banned out here. His comforts are being banned, and that's a great upset for Demon King. Might be upset right now.
Very upsetting, right? If you get respected and ban out your heroes, there's a possibility that you're gonna have to rely on your choked heroes. I'm pretty sure on IC Paradise choked on the Hanzo pick as well. But for now, they have the first pick, so maybe they're prioritized on their jungle picks, or maybe get the Kalia on their hands if Onyx Paradox don't ban it out.
Yeah, we might see a Kalia or maybe a Matilda as well if Matilda doesn't get banned. So let's see, who do you think are they gonna pick if both of the roamers are open?
Both roamers are open. I think priority comes to Kalea, because I'm pretty sure Kalea can just grab a flying Matilda, right? It's the Kalea ultimate Tsunami Slam. If it's not paired with a Purify, it's too dangerous, man. Too dangerous to be. And the cooldown also, it's kind of low as well. And on top of that, Kalea can heal, right? Like he is like a healer, a pickoff, a support. Like everything is like all in one. So Kalea is very strong in this current meta.
Yeah, we might see a Kalea coming. So let's see the banning phase. So we have a Badang being banned from Onyx Paradox. We can see a lot of sustained heroes being banned, Baxia, Katot, and now we have Luke banned. So it's a Matilda ban coming out from Onyx Paradox, so they might prioritize Kalea out here.
There we go. Nice one. Key nice, man. There we go. Kalea picked now onto the hands of Paradise this time, not Paradox. And right now, the only way to counter Kalea is usually those purifies, those anti, crowd control effects. But whoa, they're pairing two really tanky heroes here. That's a Zushin, and once again, high lows to the side of Paradox.
So we have the Kimmy coming out from Icy Paradise, and Kimmy right now, I think it would be good if Kimmy goes for that mid lane. What do you think? How would be the matchup against a Kimmy and a Juzin?
Actually, when it comes to this, I feel like Jushin kind of bullies out the Kimmy, unless he, hits that second skill on her. So in terms of range-wise, I think Jushin might have the upper hand, but I might be wrong though, because I've never seen these two match up quite yet, because it's usually against a Kimmy and a burst hero, not a utility mid lane. So onto the side of Icy Paradise though, they want something to go for the front line, and once again, Kalea is going to be onto the roaming side, and it seems like on the side, Mercy, was it? Yeah, he's going to get that comfort Phobius once again.
Yeah, we can see Erensky grabbing that Ranger out there. So I think Onyx Paradox are going for a good composed hero out here with the Hylas, Zujin, and Granger. A lot of poke damage and a burst damage from that Granger. We know that after the Sky Piercer and Hunter Strike, Granger is gonna be a pain.
Wait a minute. Yeah, since you thought that Paradox are going to be picking the Kimmy, they are banning those possible gold laners, right? So yeah, that Brody is out of the question. And once again, inside of Icy Paradise, they don't want to give Kazatsky his glue, so they're banning the glue out. It's a pretty good ban, I should say. So for now, what do you think? What do you think Icy Paradise are gonna focus on their picks?
So now they are left with an MM maybe and a jungler coming up. And for Onyx Paradox, let's see who they gonna pick. So Demigod Cell. The question is to Demigod Cell, will there be a Fanny? Yeah, I think that Gimme is going for that mid lane. Gimme is going for that mid lane. Onyx Paradox might have just found out that Gimme might go for that mid lane.
Yep. Very possible, very possible. But this ban is gonna transition towards probably maybe a jungle ban, oriented ban. Also maybe a gold lane also. But oh yeah, whoa. I mean, yeah. Actually, I try to say that Fanny could have been a very good pick to the side of Icy Paradise, but Onyx Paradox, they have the first pick, right? But then again, I don't know why they banned the Fanny, because they already have a counter for the Fanny, that is the Kalea. Don't know why they go for that Fanny ban, actually.
I don't know, like, because they have a lot of counter out here. The Kalea with that Tsunami Slam is just a pure counter for that Fanny. She won't be able to do anything. I don't know. That ban is questionable.
Demi on the other hand. What is he gonna pick? I mean, CC. Oh, okay. They're going for something EXP first. They don't want to pull out their junglers just yet. CC is very good against the Phobias, of course, in terms of laning. So once again, Onyx Paradox are usually, going for like a counter onto the second phase of the ban.
Yeah, they are going for a lot of counter picks out here. The CC against the Phobias is a good matchup. In the early phase and to the mid phase, a CC is too annoying for a Phobias, with that true damage coming out from her and might be from that Warx as well.
Yep.
So let's see. We have Wink and Demon King left with the ban.
Chivalry is dead.
So
I will revive.
Yeah, stand in my way. We'll
No
be
way,
devoured.
bro. No way. This thing have come early in this series, bruh. But we gotta do what the West gotta do. The tradition, the Clint is up, and goes the hat as well. But I look more like a guy who sells tacos, right, man? But whoa, once again, Icy Paradise, they're still committed for the Hanzo. Okay. What do you think about the Hanzo pick right there, man?
Hanzo pick coming out from Demon King. So I think that Demon King does not have like any options. Like he might go for that Hanzo as well, because his comfort picks are all gone. I think a Joy would have been better than a Hanzo out
The
here.
immortal one chose me to
true.
What
vanquish
do
the
you think about
shadows that plague this
Yeah,
world.
Joy definitely, right? Because you can go. There isn't actually like much people to stun you except for the high-lows. And yeah, but they're keeping consideration. I mean, they're very balanced out with both physical and magical outputs, but I don't know why Icy Paradise they want to go for this Hanzo once again. I mean, it's kind of good for, going against a Jushin and a Granger, but wow, Suyu gonna be coming up here. Oh, this Clint. As a Clint main, I don't think Clint is a good pick here in this draft.
I don't think that Clint is gonna scale nicely in the
Yeah.
early stages with that Granger and Suyu. Yeah, I think
Man.
you would have much idea about the Clint. What do you think
the
about it?
thing about the Clint, of course, this new patch buffed him a lot, but the buff is not enough to make him like a main, a mainstream hot pick, right? You've seen Keldra picking the Clint on the MPL season 15, but did Keldra did well? No, the only guy that kind of did well was Super Marco, I'm pretty sure, beside the Falcons. So it's really hard, man, because Clint, in my opinion, is not really a late game monster. He is good for like the early to mid game, but the late game, because he is very reliant on his skills to pop in that long shot. Nerf onto the grenade launcher, man, bombardment. Oh, kind of makes him fall off. But here we are though, in the Land of Dawn, game number 2. This time around, Icy Paradise is gonna be in the red side and on not Icy Paradise on the red side, blue side, and it's gonna be the red side as Onyx Paradox. And with Hades and Bolty on the caster desk, it's gonna take point.
So let's see what happens. Both of the junglers, they're done with their buffs and they might. So now we can see that both the junglers are going for that EXP lane. Okay, some pro rotation coming out from both the junglers, and Demon King is quite low out there with the damage coming out from that studio.
Indeed. Nico just force out the flick though. Is it enough? Oh, that is a miss. Soul Sever. On the other hand, still though, the Vengeance stopping Mister from going, crazy with the basic attacks, and that's the first blood to the side of Onyx Paradox once again. These guys are actually showing Icy Paradise of how to, control this macro system.
Are you right? Like the big Juzin is quite good a matchup for Kimi. Kimi was already low in that mid lane, and yeah, it was Gazanski who finished her.
Mm-hmm. Very, very true.
So we have Turtle being spawned now.
Yep, Turtle is up for the taking, right? But the gold lane wise though, Clint though, he needs to play very safe if he wants. But he's not taken out yet, so he still can steal or scale. But Demi Gotzel, on the other hand, is going to get that sweet turtle soup onto his teammates, and also a shield for everybody. So call it a W.
Yeah, W for Onyx Paradox. Easy turtle for them, and of course it's a Hanzo, and he had a tough time in the early phase. Our fight is up there in the mid lane.
Oh, Traction Pulse coming in. Paradox is in trouble as Demon King, on the other hand. Icy Paradise were able to find the Centaur here, and also maybe Big Brain onto the process here, but Big Brain is a Jushin. Does not have much mana to use those lanterns to pick up. Maybe Jushin is a pick-me-up girl type, but we never know. Because bot lane... Oh, the damage coming in for the Granger! Oh, Wing also forces out the flick though. That was almost a 1-to-1 trade on both sides, but it seems like Demi misses that soul, the Blade Surge. And wow, Battle of the Gold Laners. Crazy.
Yeah, that was a good gameplay coming out from both the gold laners. Honestly, the damage coming out from both Erensky and Wink is... So we already have a first item. Blade of Heptasis purchased by Wink.
Of course. Blade of Heptasis is always the first item if you want to go for the pokes. Well, Demon King is in trouble though. Demi is going to be the one, but no, Kazansky is going to steal that kill away from Demi. Forces out the Sumani Slam. Here comes the Vengeance as well, but look at the pure domination coming in from Paradox here. But they is going to lose that jungler on their hands. Here comes Mercy this time around, trying to do the bursting, but it's going to be Erensky bursting him down instead, as Kalia also gets a kill but gets traded off. 2-to-2 trade on both sides, with Erensky getting the W's any time of the day.
So the Granger with that double kill, he might be scaling well right now with that Sky Piercer and Hunter Strike. And the second turtle is already spawned, but here we might see the instant replay out here.
Yeah, that's gonna be a free turtle, I think, to the side of Paradox. But look at this fight coming up. Mercy's in trouble though. He still got the kill on Demi though, so that's good. But he does not have enough Infernal Pursuit stacks to just go in ham. But Erensky comes in with a cleanup. Look at this guy. Once again, the Erensky is fed. The Tides is gonna favor the side of Paradox.
Yeah, I think in terms of gold lane, Erensky has the upper hand right now with gold difference, maybe. So we missed the turtle, but I think it was an easy turtle for Onyx Paradox.
Very, very easy, yes. I like the way that you guys are paying tribute to Clint. Thank you for letting me pull out the hat as well. But like I said, a Clint here in this situation is very, very risky. And yes, the Clint wasn't able to do anything except played it safe, but Demon King is gonna get that initiation coming up. Paradox also forced out that ultimate. Gonna get to safety for now, so both of the teams, resources used, but top side though, some brawl coming in for the EXP laners. Mercy, never mind, it's gonna be Demi on the other hand though, taking out that tier 1 and forces out the Blade Surge to get the safety again. Mid lane, skirmish coming up as well, but this tier 1 is gonna get the save. Another demon. Gonna go for more, but too much burst damage coming in on the side of Paradox, so they're gonna be, late to rest for now. Oh, we got a kill though.
The gold lane is being purely.
Did we just see a top lane go killed? It's gonna be, yes, Clint finally biting the dust. Arinsky get the killing spree. Also, Amethyst Carpet being used there to stop the Clint from doing much. And Nico's in trouble once again. It's gonna be a 1v1 situation against the junglers, but this time around, Demon King reigns supreme, takes out Demigod Cell, who've been raging some kills on top side. Solo killing Mercy also, so... But I think it's pretty good.
I think Demon King did a great job out there, but we see a team fight and Kalea falls in the hands of Kazanski.
Yep, Traction Pulse gonna be following up, but nobody's gonna fall there to the Traction. But it's just a Demon King. So, actually this time Demon King pick onto the Hanzo is actually working out quite well.
The Hanzo is working out well. We saw a solo kill coming out from Demon King to Demigod Cell.
Yep.
And that's gonna be an easy turtle for the side of Onyx Paradox again. So
Yep,
three
yep.
of the 3 turtles secured by Onyx Paradox. And there's a pickup coming out, but the Purify.
Yeah, Tsunami Slam almost picking up somebody, but here comes the initiation from the side of Paradox. Once again, they were able to capitalize 1 kill right there. And it's gonna be the roamer of Icy Paradise biting the dust once again. And look at, it's gonna be 4 kills onto the side of Icy, but 9 on the side of Paradox. Demon King looking for like bush checks, but it's gonna force it out the way.
Yeah, we can see the instant replay coming out here. So that was an easy turtle for Onyx Paradox. So the zoning out coming out from Kazanski and Big Brain, it was just too insane. And here, now we see a Kalea trying to use the Tsunami Slam, but the Purify. Big Brain pops up that Purify and saves the day.
Indeed, save the day. But for now, Paradox are in a position. They have taken down 4 turrets to the side of Icy Paradise, so they're looking really nice onto the top lane as well. But it's only Demigod Cell though, checking the lanes of top side. He was always on the top side, gets some solo kills as well. Even though Demon King gets some kills, but the lane pressurization is just too much.
So we have a fight down there at the bottom, and Glorious Path is being popped out. So
Yeah,
Mercy gets taken down, and Kalea also gets taken down out there.
2 deaths right, and all in favor to the side of Paradox once again. Mercy, Warma, man, they are the initiators, but they're gonna be gone for now, so it's looking bad. Clint finally gets that endless battle, the second item, I'm pretty sure, so he won't be able to do much.
Yeah, the scaling of Clint is not scaling quite good out here, and yeah, it was expected because up against a Granger and a Suyu and Juzin, you'll have a tough time as a Clint to scale, and that will be an easy lot for Onyx Paradox right now.
They've gone for different options, right? They could have even go for the Harriet at this point, because it's gonna be quite nice to dodge all those incoming crowd control. But going for the Clint, yeah, that's gonna be another revelation to the time of the day. But that's a Lord to the side of Paradox. They're gonna be, look at their turrets though, they're looking healthy. It seems like Icy Paradise haven't even scratched a little bit of the turrets, but the pause meta being followed up once again. Seems like we're having a technical issue here, man. Yeah, I have taken out my head. I've taken out my head because Clint is... Clint. Oh. I'm sorry, Clint.
Yeah. So, what do you think? Why isn't the Harriet being picked in this series? Like, we haven't seen the Harriet even in a single match. So, what do you think? Harriet is not being picked up against the Granger.
I'm not sure why. Maybe they're Icy Paradise not comfort with the Harriet, maybe, but man, Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know anymore. Maybe they don't see Harriet as a good pick also, maybe. But for now, Harriet can do so much more. Not a Clint. Also, there's other marksmen. Maybe even a Bruno could do better. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe a Bruno. So I think a Bruno would be a good pick out there. But the Clint, honestly, the Clint, he just fumbled out there. Wing just fumbled out that Clint.
Yeah, that's very true. And there wasn't actually anything, right, to save the Clint from getting ganked too much. They were not prioritizing the bot lane that much. That's why Clint lost those turrets on the first half. And it seems like we are back in the game. Yup. And like we said, all the outer turrets is destroyed by Paradox. And only the inhibitors stand to the side of Icy Paradise.
So we have 3 inhibitors out there. The Lord marching in from the mid lane. Traction bolt being popped up there. So look at the Hanzo Bolty. Look at that Hanzo. Easily melted from that Granger's Rhapsody.
Yeah, that's how it plays usually out. That's going to be a fallen inhibitor in the mid side. Icy Paradise are going to be punished a lot. The Lord is still up though. This is some initiation coming in from Demon King, but what can they do? Because they're way behind, and the Crystal Lock is going to follow up as well. But they take down the Lord, but maybe Nico can do something. Has to use that, wall to an advantage. And they're going to go for more. Nobody's getting traded out just yet, though. The Demon King, once again, didn't get the Paradox. But once again, look at Paradox are just trying to make formations to side the top side as inhibitor is also down. Even though they don't have much minions anymore, they're still not letting this go. Maybe another glorious pathway coming up as well by Peridot. Once again, Demon King loses that shadow instantly. And there comes that Sonata coming up from Arensky himself. Kalia is down. And they're going to look for more kills right here. The Traction Pulse is going to be following up as well. But nobody but Demon King just keeps losing the shadow. But 3 members trying their best to defend. Wave management is good. But bot side though, this could be a fallen. All inhibitors down to the side of Icy Paradise. What can they do? They're trying their best to pull out an Onyx defense here. But I'm not quite sure because that glorious power being used. Mercy is going to be bouncing like a trampoline. But gets instantly shut down by Arensky. Wing gets a kill though. But this could be actually good because it's going to be 1-2 trade. But Demon King is doing pretty well, kind of like, sustaining through this. And look at that flicker coming in from Mr. Chivalry there. Gets the shutdown. And that is 2 kills to the side of Icy Paradise with the Clint.
So we got the instant replay out here. That was a great defense coming out from Icy Paradise. What do you think about that, Bolty? That was a great defense coming out from Icy Paradise. Mercy sustained a lot out there. And obviously, Nico did a great job with that damage from that passive of Kimi. It was a great.
Yeah, very true.
And look at the finish coming out from Clint.
Whoa. Already something happening here. Big Brain gets taken out. This is the time for Icy Paradise to go for that Lord. Give it anything on this push because no inhibitors, but it could be a possible backdoor. But no, they're not going to go for the backdoor plays instead. That Demon King secures that Lord. And once again, they're going to go for more. Demon King on the other hand gets a kill on Arensky. The shutdown coming up. That's good. But Demon King on the other hand, Wing finally gets that scaling up and gets some kills. And that is 4 deaths to the side of Paradox. Talk about a comeback for Icy Paradise. But for how long can they maintain this?
Look at it was. Let's see who was the initiator out there. So Hylos used that glorious pathway, but Demon King, he was just too good out there with that Hanzo. Getting shutdowns on Arensky, securing the Lord, and a 4-1 trade, and Icy got the upper hand in this Lord dance.
Indeed. And yes, they are looking for that mid push. But can they even get this tier 1 though? Maybe they're able to take down, but Wink on the other hand though, the scaling is crazy. Burst down Brick Brain instantly now. Maybe this time I'm gonna pull back my cowboy head because Wink is actually, dealing out those damage right here. But this time around, Wilma is gonna get fallen for overextending a little bit too much here. Demon King is gonna go for that. You know who used the demon to keep poking out. And for now, both of the teams are gonna be falling back. But once again, I think it's a better trade because Wink was able to take out Big Rain, which was a possible threat to IC in terms of crowd control. Look at the items.
Yeah. Looking at the items, so Erensky has a full build and Wink is an item shot for the full complete itemization out there. But honestly, Clint with that items, he gonna burst down. We have already seen Big Brain being burst down in. What do you think? Is Clint gonna shine now?
Maybe if, as long as Clint get free hits, of course he's gonna shine. But if he is a priority pick off on the side of Paradox, then he won't be able to do much. There isn't much to save him, not even a Matilda to kind of pull him off. So a good positioning is very important for a Clint at this time, because any marksman can win against a Clint in the late game, like we have seen. So if a good position comes in from the Clint and he was able to get some free shots, then maybe IC Paradise can have, a chance to make a comeback.
I think so. So now it all depends on that Lord Dance, which is about to spawn. It's like 17 minutes, 17 seconds for the Lords to spawn, and yeah. So we might see Demon King doing a great job out here if he secures the Lord with that Shadow coming up, or will it be Demigod himself securing the Lord?
Never know unless this, skirmish is gonna take place. That is the Lord being, guarded by Erensky. But for now, the traction pulse being used to kind of reveal the situations of where they're positioned. For now, it's looking good for the side of Paradox because they have the upper hand, but Demon King is instantly shut down there. So there's not enough vision. Even Dwarma cannot do much because he can get caught very easily, right? So
Onyx Paradox might get the Lord, and yes, they've done it. Demigod Cell with the Lord, and now the Lord will be marking in. It's not the 18th minute enhanced Lord, but yet it will be a great threat for IC Paradise now. Will they be able to defend it? Let's hope for a great defense coming out from IC Paradise.
yeah, they have that Lord jumping down to the mid side here. They have the capability of defending, but Clint have to utilize those long shots in such a way that every bullet counts, right? So right now the Lord is gonna be marching in the mid side, though it's not an enhanced Lord yet, so still manageable. But here comes the traction pulse being pulling to Petriot. On the other hand, Petriot makes that initiation coming up, but the only Tsunami Slam gonna go is gonna be Duro falling instantly as Erensky is gonna start making a plays here. But here comes the Winter Crown being used by Mercy once again. Demon King wants to, stop that there is a down Wink at the same time. Oh no, this is bad to the side of IC Paradise as the Clister lock goes as well. And yes, like I said, man, they couldn't capitalize much on this fight. And yes, IC Paradise loses that game number 2. But Paradox wins with 2 leads. Oh my god.
Okay, so it's a 2-0 in this grand finals, and we have Onyx Paradox being so dominating in both of the matches, and yeah, they couldn't do anything with that Lord. Oh, they couldn't defend the Lord because yeah, they're scaling out there for that Granger with that Sky Piercer. I think he might have some. Okay, we have Kezongski with the MVP, but with that CC coming up, 95% team fight participation. What do you think about Kezongski's plays out there?
Oh, if you ask me, it's usually the EXP laner that makes a lot of plays. Like, look at Kezongski, man. Look at his perfect KDA. He didn't even fumble once to get 1 death. And he was just able to, control the tide with those curtain calls, I'm pretty sure. So, for now, look at these items. The Granger, wait, Erensky this time around pulling up that War Axe. Maybe he didn't take the, what is that called? The Festival of Blood, that's why he's using that lifesteal. But we don't know. Maybe they're so much in the lead that Arensky doesn't care and he just picks up that Warx for the sustain.
Yeah, we have seen that. No, I think that Arensky picked up that Warx in the mid game, and in the
Yeah.
late he went for that Wind of Nature up there to sustain the damage coming out from Wink, to get immune from him.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
much
the-
true.
Clint, I don't think like it was a difference in the goal lane with that Clint coming up from Wink. An unexpected debut for the Clint in the grand finale, but yeah, it didn't go as expected.
All right, though. Look at these guys, though. All to the side of Paradox, right? Rich guy. Actually, these guys are getting 2 awards. And the same persons. We got Arensky onto the rich guy in the carry, and Sandbag is Mr. Peridot. Some are
Peridot.
saying he's the global Hylos here, so what a damage taken. Look at that. 15. Oh my god, that's so much.
Yeah, so that's what do you think? Will we see a reverse sweep, or will it be a clean sweep coming out from Onyx Paradox? So here are the match highlights out here. The Tsunami Slams from Kalea. Yeah, it was a good initiation coming out from Mercy. He sustained a lot, dealt a lot of damage, but yeah, Kazanski was there to finish off too and get a double kill in the early stage of the game.
Indeed. And yes, this is a turn where the Lord push finally comes as well, but Lord is already spent. But this is where that initiation comes from Peridot there, the sandbag of this match, and instantly, look at that, Wing gets a kill, but instantly gets shut down. It's where they're gonna go. Oh, this is where actually like Icy Paradise pull up a good defense, right? And they were able to shut down Arensky with that Wink. Force out the flicker, and the bombardment gets the kill. And this is where things all went south on the side of Icy Paradise. And Arensky was able to, look at him. He's just giving those free shots. Nobody was taking care of Arensky. And then Arensky just have free kills. He was able to take out Wink instantly as well. After this, look at that. Takes out the shutdown. Also gets a double kill. I don't know why he killed Wink twice. That was weird though.
It's weird. That was weird.
Yeah.
So we have our game number 2 in the hands of Onyx Paradox, and it's a 2-0 lead in the scoreboard.
Yeah.
So
2-0.
let's see. IC needs to be quite, what do you say now? Disciplined, and yeah, they need to meditate, stay calm.
Yeah, meditate, Saren. And
Yeah,
talking
they-
about meditation, we're gonna be getting a small break onto our side to make sure, or maybe not. Never mind my breaks. Let's just go straight for more. Never mind. I'm getting denied my break here, man. Holy crap. But for now, look at that. Already bans coming in. We're done with the Yapins, but Paradox are on the lead with two leads, and they're gonna go straight for those respect bans. To the side of IC, Demon King is denied lots.
Yeah, we've seen the Hayabusa being banned time and again, and yeah. So now from Icy Paradise, it's already a Matilda and Kalea being banned, so they don't want to pick up the Kalea or the Matilda. And yeah, for sure. So they don't want Onyx Paradox as well to pick up that Matilda as. And let's see what's the ban coming out from Icy Paradise, the third ban.
The third ban is gonna fall towards maybe another roam pick, or maybe, yeah, there we go. That's Baksha being taken out. And also look at that, 2 good supports being taken out, but I'm not exactly seeing Florence, because Florin is also still very, very annoying and strong in this current meta, but nobody picks a Florin. Instead, they're just going for something. But if they go to Florin, they have to force out that utility jungle, right? So for now, on the side of Icy Paradise, it seems that Mercy or Dwarlwa is going to be grabbing that Hylos for himself, denying, I'm pretty sure, Paradox their global Hylos once again.
So we have Hylos coming from Dwarma and Nico with that Novaria. So it's Novaria. I think Novaria will be a good pick out here, but let's see the drops coming out from Onyx Paradox. What would they do to counter the Novaria in the mid lane?
Yeah, Novaria is also a good pick, especially on the hands of Big Brain before in yesterday's matches, right? Big Brain made quite Astro Recall shots, but this Novaria pick very early on. I mean, they could have gone for the Fursa again, right? But it seems like Fursa is not quite in their hero pool. Where they're going for something, they're going for the comforts. And I see Paradise. Oh, they're picking out the Brody instantly after they see the Granger. Interesting.
Man, it's Brody from Wink. It's Brody from Wink. So yeah, the MVP of the quarterfinals. So there's a Brody up against Arensky's Granger. Let's see how it goes. By the way, Wink is too good in that Brody, you know.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't see Wink playing Brody much just yet, so I'm gonna put tabs on you, Fades. If he does not play good, then I'm sending the cat to your house, okay? Sending the cat to your house.
Sure. I have full trust on Wink. Wink, don't let me down.
Pulling each other legs already. But look at that. Follow it up with a Tigreal ban. So they're Onyx. They don't. Icy Paradise don't want a very funnily crowd control on their hands, so they're banning out the Tigreal for now. Lucas is also being banned. So no Demon King with the Lucas, but no Hayabusa, no Lucas, like you've already said. I don't know, man. Icy Paradise, their draft is kind of risky, man.
I think the draft is kind of risky right now, and yeah, we already have a Batang and a CC out there, so it might be scary for Icy Paradise to hold up because a Batang can just jump in and the fist breaks. You know, the fist breaks. Fisting everyone.
Yeah. Hades finally pulling up the fisting comments, am I right? But you know what happens because of Novaria is right there, right, my guy? The Novaria is on the other side, so this could be like a deja vu for me, especially when I was shouting the fist cracks. So for now, on the side of Icy Paradise, they're looking, Demon King on the other hand. Finally drops off that Hanzo pick because it does not work out on the favor of Icy Paradise. So this time around, this Suyu is definitely a way better pick in terms of picking off somebody. He has the damage, he has the skill to, turn the tide as well. His skill set is very good though. But on the side of Onyx Paradox though, they're looking at something, maybe a jungle pick as well. They can go for the, what is that? The Joy. The Joy also would be a very nice pick here, but unless they go for something to save the Joy, we do not know.
I just get to know that due to the MS problem,
what's your command?
because it's an Indo server out here,
I'm not the only
heroes
one
like
bound
Boy
by
and
these
Harry,
chains.
they aren't like played out here.
Damn. To know that we're playing on
So
that
we
Indo
have that
server.
Farsa and- Yeah, they're playing on that Indo server.
Crazy. Actually, hats off to them now that they're playing on a hard MS. I didn't know. I thought they were playing. You guys are playing on like Bhutan server, so I was like, why is a Harit not picked? But that kind of makes sense now, right? Because Harit is usually like a very low MS kind of required to make those dashes to connect those combos. So that makes all sense now. But right now, it seems like Onyx Paradox, on the other hand, they're looking for full pickoffs right here. They're going for that Fanny. Go and slap through that Suyu once again. But to top it off, Icy Paradise, they're going for the Hylos and the Phobos Com once again. But this time, they're switching things out with Brody onto the gold lane and Novaria to, be a sentry for the side of Icy Paradise.
I think from the draft right now, Icy did quite a good job. Now that Hanzo to Suyo, to King, and yeah, there's Brody coming up from Wink, and the composition looks quite strong. But yeah, there's a lot of pickup coming up from Onyx Paradox, and here we jump into game number 3. Yeah, Bolty, you can take on the mic now.
Indeed. And this is a game number 3, a match point for the side of Paradox. But for the side of Icy Paradise. It's looking hard. They still need to climb up the ladder to finally pop on the reverse sweep. We'll never know until we find out here. It's gonna be Onyx onto the blue side and Paradise onto the red side, with Hades once again gonna be taking the lead.
So yeah, we have the junglers doing their job early in the game, and yeah, we have Brody and Granger up in the top, and I think that Granger might win it in the early, but let's see how Wink plays on that Brody.
Yup. Once Brody get level 4, it's quite a breeze to just go for quite an aggressive play. Apply those abyssal stacks, maybe 4 stacks, and just press the torn apart memory and finish off the Granger. That's the goal for Wink, I'm pretty sure. For now, it's just gonna be Erensky here. Wait, this time around, Wink is actually freezing lanes, so this is kind of working out.
That's a great play coming out from Wink, and we have 30 seconds left for the turtle to be spawned, and Demon King is already on the top with demigods following up as well.
Yup. Demon King forces out the red tree to get that instant rotation. But the turtle is going to be spawning in like a matter of 5 seconds right now. And his turtle's skirmish is going to, portray how a team is going to do well in the earlier phases. For now, they are looking at something. Abyssal arrows not quite hit, but it's up to Peridot, I'm pretty sure, to be giving those visions in this turtle lane. This is the XP laner and the roam onto the turtle lane.
So yeah, the turtle dance has already begun up, and yeah, Demon King going for the turtle, Fanny waiting for opportunity, but yeah, that's an easy turtle because Fanny demigod cell doesn't come to contest.
Icy are actually committing to that, which is kind of bad because Mr. Fanny is gonna come in slitting. Demi gets the kill on towards Dwarma. That's the first blood to the side of Paradox again. The commitment was not good there. That's why they lost the member. They're giving more lead to the side of Paradox. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. Demigod once again. This guy takes out the jungler of Icy Paradise. No hesitation. Only slit throats, cut throats. And with that being said, 2 kills already on the side of Paradox. Hades, what is going on in this?
Look at the aggression coming out from that Fanny, but here, so we can see that Fanny gets a vision of Suya out there. Demon King just farming that EXP grab, but yeah, that was a great solo kill coming out from Demigod Cell, and look at that, she just escapes with that steel cable.
Yeah, escape to safety. All the candies to the side of Paradox once again. But for now,
Okay, Wink.
what do you think is gonna happen, man?
Wink already got his first item, Malefic Gun, out there, and let's see if Wink scales up good. We might see some great gameplays coming out from that Brody, but yeah, that Fanny in this game, from the early to mid, Asuyo is usually it needs to dominate in the early to mid game, but here we have a Fanny, so he's lacking a lot right now. Demon King, he's having a tough match.
Indeed, having that tough match, of course. But the turtle will spawn once again into the gold lane side this time around. So Wink is kind of out of position, actually. Almost getting caught, has to force out the flicker as well. Here comes the raft of Icy Paradise falling towards Kazansky. But the torn apart memory going to be connecting, but Kazansky lives. And here comes the fisting coming up. Novari, I'm pretty sure, was fisted right there, like we just said it, but it's going to be Mr. Nico taking out the fister. Gonna be more. It's gonna be more on the mid side here. Maybe Mercy is gonna go for the Aaron scheme, pretty sure. But that is gonna be Icy Paradise finally having 2 turtles on their arsenal, man.
Okay, so Peridot, he tried his best with that flicker combo, but yeah, there wasn't any follow-up coming up, so I think that was a bad initiation coming out from Peridot. It was just a free kill given up to Icy Paradise with that turtle, so that was a good trade coming out from Icy Paradise. They might bounce back in this game.
Yep, bounce back is possible. But don't forget, the kill lead is still onto the side of Paradox, but not exactly the gold lead. It's only like minor difference. Here comes the Astral Echo. to reveal Peridot, and I'm pretty sure it was Big Brain. But for now, it's looking like they're just gonna be poking each other out, not doing much until the next turtle.
Yeah, so like IC needs to pull up something. They need to pull up something, some good setups or some good initiation coming out from Mercy and Dualma, and yeah, let's hope that that Brody kills good. So Abyssal Arrow lands on that Brody.
Not much gonna be happening. Not follows up, but another Abyssal Arrows on towards Mercy. But it's a Mercy. It's a thick Phobius with the thick Monolith, right? So nothing's gonna be happening to the Mercy. Once again, here comes the initiation coming in from the Hylos. They're gonna go in. I see Paradise this time around. They're onto the lead, and that's why they're using their heroes in such a way that they can gain advantage over one another. Oh, Big Brain, that's a double Dark Wave. Gonna go in with a trampoline, but just in time, Mercy gets shackled with the Hylos. With a current call coming in from Kazansky, though. Kazansky once again saves the day.
So turtle to be spawned in 3 seconds, and yeah, Dualma used his revitalize, so no more revitalize for the turtle fight, but it might be an easy turtle for Icy Paradise right now.
Yep. 3 turtles secured on the side of Icy, looking good, but in terms of getting the kills, not so much. It seems like they're gonna go for more initiation. Mercy is gonna be jumping around, gets the Kazansky in that process, and Wink also is in position. Already used up the Torn Power Memory though, but Demi Godzilla on the other hand has to find a place where he can go in for the slit throats, especially towards Wink, but Wink is in such safe hands that they were not able to do anything. So missed on the side of Icy Paradise. They are rewarded with a kill.
Okay, so we already have that Blade of Heptasis and Malefic Gun on that Brody, and yeah, Granger is also with his core item, the Hunter Strike as well as the Sky Piercer. So both them, they're scaling well, and let's see who takes the upper hand. But recently that Wink, he did a great job. A 1v3 situation, he hold it up, and yeah, Icy Paradise could do the follow-up with that initiation.
Indeed. But for now, chats are actually saying Wink is goated, but no, Demigod on the other hand, a solo kill on the bot side actually. And here comes initiation more to the side of Icy Paradise, getting fisted down by Peridot, but Peridot gets traded out instantly here. But Mercy survives to see another clashing. Wink on the other hand secures Kazansky. And that is a 1-2 trade in favor of the side of Icy Paradise this time. Here comes the Demigod himself. But, forces back because he's way too low on the HP. But the good trade side of Icy Paradise.
So with that instant replay, we could see a solo kill coming out from Demigod Cell. And yeah, the Balang was fisting a lot, but yeah, Wink came up in time and did his job and finished Kazansky out there. That was a good job.
Yeah, very good. But maybe Wink is actually the GOAT on the Brody here. And yes, this could be the saving grace for a possible reverse sweep. Or maybe, like we said, we predicted 3-2. For now, the Lord spawns. That is the 8-minute mark, I'm pretty sure. But we're actually on 9 minutes. But this Lord Dance is going to be up. But Demi Godzilla on your hand have to think about lane management. But he have the steel cables to come in and swoop in instantly. Demon King is on his way to the Lord. Or maybe there will be a final mid side. We never know.
So the Lord Dance has begun. Demigod Cell doing a great job, a great play from Demigod Cell, securing that first tier turret of that bottom lane, and yeah, we go for the Lord Dance.
Yeah, that's with the Lord for now. Kazansky has to make those initiation, but tanks a bit of Lord, slashes. But on the side, the mid lane pressure is on. Side of Paradox, but for now nothing much gonna be happening, man. It's just the Lord Dance like we said. But Godzell finally finds Wink though, didn't burst him down. There's gonna be Big Brain getting traded out over here by Mercy. Oh damn, this is looking bad for the side of Paradox this time, because one member down means that they can kind of secure the Lord on their hands.
That was a good game. So we couldn't just see it, but yeah, Big Brain falls in the hand of Mercy, and yeah, that was a great escape coming out from Wink as well, trying to escape from that Fanny's.
Oh,
And
whoa, Wink! Wink is winking with those shots. Abyssal back shots, call it. But Demi, on the other hand, still sit away from Icy Paradise and survive also. But no, the Astral Celestial Balls will be the one to shut down the Fanny in there. But talking about the trades coming up, Icy Paradise traded 2 kills along with a Lord, so I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen here because they're looking for that mid tier 1 and they take it down. But the one who gets the Lord always, capitalize well.
so we can see the instant replay coming out here. That was a great flicker. So Wink did his job, securing a kill from Erensky. The Fanny, being Fanny, secured the Lord. But yeah, that was an outplay coming out from Nico, I guess. It was Nico with that Novaria.
Indeed. For now, though, here comes that defensive carpet, like I like to say it here. And yes, they were able to defend this tier 1. What a good play coming from Icy Paradise for now. But here comes Astral Echo once again, echoing 2 members on the side of Paradox. But don't forget Demi, though. Split push. Mercy is in kind of place, so no initiator onto the side of Paradox. But here comes that Abyssal Arrow getting caught in Nico, though. Nico is in trouble, though, but still survives with that Astral Recall, using those wall hacks to matrix through the walls.
Yeah, so Big Brain with that Selena. If we get some good Abyssal Arrows being landed on Nico or either Wink, so we might see a game-changing moment as well. We might see Onyx Paradox dominating again. And now it all depends on Big Brain's Abyssal Arrows. Whereas Nico and Wink, they're doing a great job playing it safely, and the damage is just insane, both from Nico as well as Wink.
Yep. So we're in the 30-minute mark soon. And the gold lead, though, not quite much. This is actually a very even out match. It's going to be 50-50 on both sides, but it's just that the 50-50 can fall to like a 60-40 when the Lord is taken. But it seems like Icy Paradise are here, looking for an initiation here. Current call towards 2 people of Paradox here. Golden Carpet being used as well, but Mercy will be the one to take out Kazansky there. And that is good to the side of IG Paradise to be taking the Lord, or, making position for when the Lord spawns. But I'm pretty sure Kazansky will be back by that time. And for now, it's just that they have to find something right now.
Yeah, Wink just got lucky out there. He was unable to escape, but yeah, his luck. Look at the damage coming out from Demigod Cell. Just deletes Novaria from that skill. From that dog.
Indeed, Nico is dead. Demigod point number 1 for him again. And that is no Novarius to annoy, use those Astral Echoes to provide vision. Same time utility to the side of Icy Paradise. So that's going to be no Novaria for now. The lore is already up, so that's bad for Novaria to get taken down.
Though Novaria is down, but yet she respawns in time. So the IC needs to compete for this lot. If they don't compete for it, it might be bad. So Padang is out there zoning out.
And here comes the carpet. Amethyst carpet once again. Gonna go. That is a lot of Astral echoing to the side. But here comes the Fister himself. I want to be fisting some people. Peridot, though, on the other hand, it's going to be Demigod Cell stealing the Lord once again. This guy stealing the Lord twice in this series. Grand Finals of the MGC Season 3. With a Fanny stealing the Lord twice to the side of Onyx Paradox there. They may have lost those, what do you call it? Those initiations, but they still get the objectives. So call it a win any time of the day. Am I right, Hades?
Yeah, Demon King is just having a bad day. Just look at the Fanny. She's not even using a skill. Just the pure retribution, and yeah. That was good from Demigod Cell.
Bro, that is a free push. Thank you to IC Paradise set by Paradox for lowering the Lord for us. Easy steals.
Yeah, that was an easy steal. Demon King having a bad day.
And this guy's gonna be tilted soon enough, I'm pretty sure. He is sitting on a 0-2 tree. Couldn't do much with the Suyu. That's the tier 1 down, a mid side now. Paradox are looking quite well, despite their low on kills. But for now, though, kills ain't the only thing that wins matches. Is the objectives we're talking about, and that is a Paradox being fallen to the side. Icy Paradise once again. But that is no initiator, means get back, get the hell out.
So in the late game, we can see IC are winning their team fights, but yeah, just winning the team fights ain't gonna win the match, you know. They're not focusing on their objectives. The push coming out from IC, there isn't any push coming out from IC, and there's a win of nature coming out from Erensky, and it saves him from Wink.
Indeed, the save is just enough, but not the save for Kazansky on the other hand. But this is Icy Paradise finally, pulling out the balls to kind of go and, fight against that. Big Brain is going to be able to shut down Mercy. And also High Loss is very low, but Wink is still there to give those abyssal shots. But for now, it's going to be a 1-to-1 trade on both ends. But the favor on the side of Icy Paradise. Let's look at the replay here. Look at this, man.
1v4 situation for Kazansky. He couldn't do much. He couldn't escape. But that abyssal arrow from Big Brain. That was a abyssal arrow coming out from Big Brain. It landed perfectly on that turret, and yeah, Mercy couldn't stand it.
Alright, couldn't stand it, but Erensky with the quick win of nature to save himself from torn apart memory by Wink. That's good. That's how you save yourself. That's how you counter a Brody. But for now, the win of nature is not going to be available for, a few minutes, so you need to play safe, especially out of the range of the Brody, because look at the itemization, man. Damn, everybody's like full build, especially on the gold lane side. And the turtle skirmish on towards here. Paradox are making those, initiation by the current call towards two members of IC Paradise. Kazansky forced it out. He's gonna get taken out by Mercy on the other hand. Mercy, he's not giving the Mercy show. He's using the Dark Waves to go ahead and use the trampoline. And he's gonna go for more, but for now, he's gonna stop his infinite rage, infinite jumps. And that is gonna be to the favor of IC Paradise. They are going to be able to take down this Lord for free, unless Demon once again gonna look for another steal. But will he do it? No, this time around, Demon King secures it, and Demi, the risk of going there, he is finally punished. And this is looking good for the side of IC, because they're gonna be able to take down these. I'm pretty sure it's tier 2 on the side of Onyx. So good.
We can see out here for the late game, IC Paradise have the favor, like they have the better side. The pokes and the burst damage coming out from Nico. Nico is always targeting Erensky and Big Brain, so their main damage dealers, they're just low on health whenever the team fight starts. And yeah, that's NW for IC Paradise. It gives them a great advantage in the team fight. And the follow-up coming up from Mercy, the sustain.
For Astro Recalls being an Echo win. Once again, this is kind of bad for the side of Paradox, because they are almost getting killed. Erensky have to pop out that win again to save himself from the torn apart memory. But that's going to be inhibitor down the mid side though. Can Paradox pull this defense once again? Erensky has to use that rage to take down this Lord as soon as possible ASAP. Kazansky on the other hand, he is zoning them away, so that's another successful defense. But IC is looking for this top inhibitor, as well as Wink is working on it. They get it, but for now, will they go for more kills, or will they call it quits?
Okay, so IC Paradise just retreating out there, collecting the resources, and yeah, that was a great defense coming out from Onyx Paradox. Okay, so looking at the item, we almost have full item for every hero out there. To counter that Brody, yeah, Granger is doing a great job with that win of nature being popped in time. So now it all depends on this Lord fight. Who's gonna take the Lord, who's gonna take the team fight, and who's gonna win this match.
Yeah. Whenever you contest for a Lord, usually you trade it out. So whoever wins the Lord is basically gonna be winning this series, right? So either gonna be a clean sweep on Paradox once again, or IC finally, building momentum towards their clean sweep. Or not clean sweep, but reverse sweep. But they're looking good because they have the advantage over the Lord for now. Kazansky gonna go in the back lines. Maybe it's better for Onyx Paradise to look for a backdoor here, but they want to steal the Lord as well. Here comes Fanny finally. Gonna be slitting throat here. Gets denied a bit, but no, Demon King this time around. Win that retribution battle once again. This is looking bad aside of Onyx Paradise because they lost their jungler once again. Erensky getting chucked out his HP with that Astral Balls. And this is where I think IC Paradise can make their first win, because it's looking bad for Paradox because they don't exactly have much of a lane clear, because they have a Selena, which is usually like a double-edged sword. When it comes to defense, it's not that great.
Yeah, that's Selena. They can go aggressive, but while defending, Selena is not good, So the Lord is marching in.
That is true. Inhibitor is dead as well. This is going to be the crystal locking. What can Paradox do then to surrender to the Paradise, which is icy? Talk about an ice blade to the wound. And there we have it. You guys are happy. Icy are making a comeback. They're building up the momentum. Don't forget, they still need like 2 more wins if they want to take it the series. So don't worry. Paradox are just going to sit back. They'll be like, we're giving chance, but Icy Paradise, prove yourself, and maybe we'll pull up that reversed sweep.
Yeah, I hope so. IC Paradise as well. They're trying their best, but yeah, in the late, Demon King just did a good job securing those lords 2 times, and yeah, Demigod self failed, and yeah, he got like killed out there, of 1v5 out there, and he was helpless out there. He was helpless. So with this, we get a game number 4 coming in. IC Paradise, they are not going to get dethroned out there. Okay, so Bolty, I told you, it's not gonna upset me.
Alright, so that's no more cat to your house, right? Yeah, you saved yourself for now, man. You saved yourself for now. But Wink though, 307.
I just called Wink and said, bro, do your job well. I'm scared right now. I'm scared of Bolty's cat.
Look at those items right now. The Wink though are just gonna go for that attack speed at the same time. Hunter Strike, interesting. He probably took that because he was, on the lead. He's not dying, so he have a lot of gold on his hands to just be item swapping. But I'm not really sure about this Hunter Strike because that's triple the penetration. Whew. Scaling is gonna be off.
So we see a Hunter Strike coming in for a Brody. That's new for me as well. I haven't seen Hunter Strike being picked by Brody.
Unless Brody hits the full stacks of Torn Power Memory, he's not going to be benefiting much with the movement speed. But maybe for extra penetration and maybe for the cooldown reduction, so they can spam those skills, right? But for now, what more can we say right here? What is the mistake of Paradox, man? What is the mistake of Paradox?
So here, I don't think like there was like too much fumble coming up from Onyx Paradox, but yeah, it was the draft pick, The draft pick, it was like the late game was all in the hands of IC Paradise. Too much sustain, and yeah, Nico did a great job. He deserved that carry.
Yeah,
look at the damage dealt out there. It's 109,000.
9,000, crazy as hell. But look at the highlights coming in. This is the first steal, I'm pretty sure, on the sands of Demi though. Or maybe not. Oh, Erensky, this is where he goes for the flick. He goes for the winking style, but Demi on the other hand still steals it from them. And if we're gonna be looking at the other one, I'm pretty sure when he gets at 1,135. That's crazy damage. And this is the second place where I'm pretty sure Demi gets the second Lord steal. Called the Clippers. Where the Clippers at? For now, he's just gonna, guide him way through. He's just seeing Demon King there, panicking, right? And then Demi is just so easy for him to grab the hurdle. But on the second half, though, Demon King, not Demon King, but the Demi Gotzel, he just lost all the possible steals coming up, and this is also an enhanced lord dropping down the mid side. And this is where Wink has a lot in his hands to just burst down each and individual members of Paradox. They are able to take out this, inhibitor early on, which gives the Lord such a free breeze to just go for the crystal lock. And look at that. Instant win.
Yeah, when it comes to defending, Selena was there, so they're having a tough time defending because a Selena, as you said, it is a double-edged sword. It can be played aggressive, but yeah, defending, it's quite hard with the Selena.
Indeed. I'm pretty sure we're going to be taking a small break after this because casters also need a little bit of break because we have been non-stop yapping about this. So guys, stay tuned because this is going to be game number 4 into the best of 5 series against Onyx Paradox and IC Paradise. Can IC make it a comeback this time, or Onyx Paradox still on their match point? Can they, take out IC? We'll never know until this break. So stay tuned.
My time, I'm a ball. I'ma get this money right. I'm gonna live my best life. They've been talking to me on me, but don't ever win. I'm controlling all my victories, and something has gotta give. Cause this is just what I made it now. You can't ever break us down. I'll be reaching for the stars. Promise I'll be what they not, and I'll never ever stop. Won't never stop. Yeah.
Touch the sky, you're made of silver and gold. Touch the sky, you're the greatest function now. You and I, we can make it out of the cold. Hang tight, we gonna reach for the greatness. We will always rise, we will never fall. The fire in our eyes will be strong. Even though we know our backs against the wall. Can you take your aim? You know that this is.
I've been down, been waiting so long. I'm here for the crown, I'm here to show off. Greatness time, just waiting to show y'all. This is your time to remember.
So many times I lie in the basement waiting for greatness. No, I won't listen to anyone hating on me and telling me I wouldn't make it. Cause I did everything that they said I couldn't. Caught my footing and I got the controls. I stand for something, I ain't running now. I'm the greatest now, I just wanna make it proud. Don't let me down, don't let it off. I've been on the road, accomplished all of my goals, and I ain't gonna let you down.
Touch the sky, you're made of silver and gold. Touch the sky, you're the greatest function now. You and I, we can make it out of the cold. Hang tight, we gonna reach for the greatness. We will always rise, we will never fall. The fire in our eyes will be strong. Even though we know our backs against the wall. And again, pick your aim, you know that this is.
Coming for the game, cause we ready for the victory.
Zenpa Lexo Butan. Welcome back. Yep. There we go. I'm doing it for Hades there, try to address all Tanis out there. And we are back to the MGC Pro Series Season 3, where we're going to the game number 4 of the grand finals against IC Paradise and IC Paradox. So these guys have very similar names, so it's quite, we could kind of say that Onyx Paradise and say IC Paradox as well. We can interchange them, right? Because they're very close. So. But anyways, Bolty and Hades back. Bang still don't remove the goat, the Bolty here. I don't want to see that, man. But hey, we're back at the draft. Let's get it, Hades.
So jump into the drafts, and I feel so pity for Demon King. Always that Hayabusa being banned. So much respect for him. With that Hayabusa. Now
Very
we can
true.
see Akalea and Basha being banned from IC Paradise, and there's a Padang being banned. So a lot of heroes, like sustained heroes, tanky heroes being banned out there. We might see a mage being banned as well. We don't want Big Brain to pick that Farsa again.
But the banning section still not gonna be prioritized on Big Brain just yet, because there are many counters to a Farsa, usually assassins and initiators, global kind of initiators. So for now, 3 bans are completed, and it seems like Paradox are going for the Matilda, the Badang, the Fister, no Fisters, and respect for Mr. Demon King once again. But onto the side of IC Paradise, they're going for the first. Oh, okay, the Novaria worked out for them, so I feel like they're gonna pull up a Deja Vu draft again. What do you think, Hades?
Yeah, I think that Novaria on Nico on that Novaria is good. You can see in the recent game he just did a great job dealing damage to both Big Brain as well as Erensky, and they couldn't do much because of that Novaria. You can see the damage dealt. It was over 100,000. So Lucas, it was banned out here. So you might. Okay, Big Brain got his Farsa again.
Let's go. It's about time we see those great micro plays. With great micro comes great macro. No, I don't really think. I think it's with great macro comes great micro. But it's gonna be other way around for Big Brain, because he got the IQ, man, to outplay anybody at this situation. But I think that these two, Novaria and this Farsa, go hand to hand because they have both range. But if I'm gonna give it to any of these players, it's gonna be towards the Novaria, because she can, frequently use that long range Astral Recall to just zone out this Farsa. But as for Farsa, she has to wait a bit for the Feather Airstrike to come. But whoa, man! Finally! Florin, man. Everybody is forgetting about a Florin, man, because Florin is actually very broken if you think about it, because the heal factor and the dew factor. But they're going for an assassin by IC Paradise. They're going for the utility, man, because you have a Novaria. You need to protect the Novaria, right, in the backline. So, oh crap. I don't know, man. What do you think, Hades?
I don't know, but it's Mercy who's picking the Suyo right now, so he might go for an EXP Suyo, but
Nah,
let's
bro.
see how it goes, because Erensky is with his Ranger again. You might see a Suyo EXP.
If Mercy pull out the EXP Suyu, he's gonna be the wannabe flap TZ at this point. But it's just that he's not gonna go mid lane instead. He's gonna go for the Suyu EXP. But the Suyu EXP against a Gatot, I'm pretty sure maybe Gatot will go the EXP as well. So against a Gatot, he's not gonna be scaling very nicely. Instead, the Gatot will be the one to use the passive to just smash him out instead. But I don't know, man. Suyu is basically meant for the jungle.
Yeah, Suyo is meant for the jungle, but again, with Florin on their side, they should be picking a utility jungler, but that assassin Suyo coming up there, that's questionable. That's questionable for sure. I don't have any idea what's their game plan on this. And we can see Wings Brody being banned, and Demigod Cell didn't get his Fanny as well.
Yeah, the respect coming in from Wink this time around. Two marksmen's been banned to the side of Paradox because they know that Wink could have the potential to carry, especially in the later phases. So this time around, his hero pool is chunked down to quite a box for now, but no Fanny to the side of Paradox. Maybe they can pull up another ban towards the side of Paradox with another assassin ban, I'm pretty sure, because Demigod still though. He is very good at those steals, so they have to watch out. IC have to watch out.
Yeah, I feel so sorry for the players like the gold laners because of the MS. They cannot pick the Harriet up against a Granger, so I feel bad for them. I feel bad for them. Whenever there is a Granger, we can see Harriets coming in the pro scenes, but yeah, being the Indonesian server, they're having a lot of tough time.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! Tigreal ban though. Wow, they're really looking at Paradox potential to go for a combination of an AOE crowd control, huh? So they're gonna be denying Paradox this time around. Okay, okay. This is very nice to the side of Paradox because since I see Paradise are opting for the Florin roam at the same time, I'm pretty sure Demon King on towards that Suyu. One guy can instantly invade, and that is gonna be the Hilda to invade Suyu of his jungle. But oh, wait! What is this? What is this, ladies and gentlemen? Wait. Am I thinking right, or am I seeing two EXP picks right there? A Ruby and a Terisla on the side of Icy Paradise? Is this the way of the Paradise? Hades, what do you think?
I'm quite confused, you know. Ruby, yeah, I think Ruby might go for the gold lane, but yeah, without a MM. So, what are they trying to do out there?
Fight to our heart's content.
Oh my god, man, I see Paradise. If it's a Ruby gold lane, they're gonna be lacking on the damage department. I see Paradise, they have to finish the game quick. They are gonna have that early spike with the Novaria and Suyu. But look at the side of Paradox though. Oh my god, they're so strong. They're picking up the jungler. They forgot to ban the Lucas, and you know how a Lucas performs into the jungle, right? So, oh no, I see Paradise. I think they might have throw here, or we never know unless something plays out.
I was thinking the same as well because the Lucas was open. I thought Demon King might opt for that Lucas, but yeah, it was Suyu out there, and that was just a shock. But later, the big shock came in with that Ruby and Terisla being played in. I haven't seen such drops, right? Like, I haven't seen such drops, you know.
When was the last time we see Ruby gold lane? It's been quite a long one now, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah. I think it's been like years now, right? Yeah, years have passed since the Ruby gold lane popped up here. But in terms of sustain wise, he can pretty much be very safe here. But it's a Granger, so a Granger can kind of poke her, but she's gonna have the lifesteal, of course. But what I'm really worried about inside of Icy Paradise is their damage output, because Suyu is gonna fall off in the later game. It's only gonna be a Novaria dealing the damage, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, they don't have enough damage output out there. But yeah, let's jump in.
The game might have ended before it started, but we'll never know until we're looking here to the land of dawn as Icy Paradise come up with a really unique and interesting draft, pulling back the gold lane Ruby into this meta. Icy Paradise on the blue side and the red bloody Paradox onto the red side. And for this sweet qualifiers to true internationals, who is it gonna be, Icy or Paradox? Until Hades takes the point.
So yeah, we have a unique draft coming out from Icy Paradise. Let's see how they take on. I think they might have a game plan, but yeah, I'm not sure with it. So we see an early rotation coming up in the top, but everyone retreats out there, and so they might just play safe and wait for the turtle, and we might see a team fight out there.
Yep, there's gonna be team fight and also a little bit of a soul coming up there to stun two members of Onyx Paradox for now. But the Ruby is looking healthy. He's managing the lanes, so we don't have to worry about the gold lane this time. We won't be needing that second gold lane camera for now, so you're welcome, False. But for now, on the bot side though, the turtle spawns in the XP side, and they might as well look for that first initiation and the first blood in this time. Turtle's gonna be spawning 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And on the side of Ruby though, Wink. Oh my god, this guy is cutting lanes, man. But Arinsky, knowing that he have the upper hand of the rage, gonna be poking him out.
So we have a turtle coming up there, and Demigod Cell is out there.
Big Brain!
The turtle, and
That's the first blood! Coming in from Big Brain once again with a Feather Airstrike. It's about reading the moves of Icy Paradise. This is where we said it, man. The damage late game to early game is going to be secured to the side of Paradox. Icy are gambling on this draft right now, man. But look at that. Here comes that initiation coming in from the Hilda. Gotta go straight for the jungler. And also Big Brain coming in with a Feather Strike. Takes out Demon King. And that's how you play, man. That's how you play.
yeah, Big Brain on that Parsa is just insane. We know how he can outplay everyone out there. And yeah, Kazansky did a great job out there zoning out that Suyo and Big Brain with finishing him off. And that was an easy turtle for Demigod Cell. And we have an AOG in the mid lane.
Yep, some AOG gonna be coming in. Also a penalty zone by Mercy, but it's not gonna be enough as Kazansky has to force the flicker out to get him the kill. And also Duralma is gonna be falling here. Demigod Cell gets traded out here. It's gonna be 1-2 trade, but still unfavorable to the side of Paradox. Or maybe not.
So I don't think like Icy Paradise did a great job with the draft. They are falling back in the early stage of the game with some good plays coming out from Big Brain. And yeah, without that late game, they're gonna have a tough time because Suyo, he does not skill well in the late game. He cannot do anything. So let's see what happens.
It's gonna be hard, but just to say to the streamer that there might be some mistakes, so if you could check our message of our CEO, that would be nice. But on the other hand, there is Kazansky on the bot side, but Nico have to use those, strawberry lattes, I'm pretty sure. But the turtle spawn is gonna be for another taking, but it seems though Icy Paradise are a bit doubtful because they don't quite have, or they are not quite, or pause. Oh, never mind, there's gonna be pause. Hello Hades, we're gonna be back. Hello. Yeah, technical issues, I'm pretty sure. But for now, we can talk about what happened. Well, so what do you think? You think Icy can pull it off, or is it gonna be winners for Paradox?
Like, I don't really know because that Ruby pick, why was that? Like, why did Wink go for that Ruby? Like, there's no, like, I can't just analyze it, Up against a Granger, a Ruby, I don't think it would be good. And yeah, in the late game, they're gonna suffer, I guess. Because they lack a they lack a damage dealer. And yeah, Novaria itself, I don't think it would be a great, like, threat for Onyx Paradox.
Yeah, I mean
what do you think?
the Ruby gold lane usually comes in place when there is a marksman that does not have much range, right? But we're talking about a Granger here that has the Death Sonata that can be shot from afar. The Rhapsody also have quite a range. So Ruby is going to be suffering a lot when it comes to, keeping distance. Granger is going to be on the upper hand to keep distance, but back. And it seems like the turtle is going to be start on the side of Icy Paradise. Demon King is at the job here. AOG going to be coming up to mist absolutely everything on Natalia's actually. But here comes Naruto with the Nine Tails here. Going to cake out the Florin. No sowing seed this time around. And that is going to be one kill to the side of Paradox. make it a double as Wing finally falls. No Ruby, no mercy. It's gonna be double kill for Mr. Bohemian Rhapsody. He's gonna go for more kills, maybe call the triple here, but Demon King will be unable to do so as Big Brain gets the kill. That is so much trade. That is 4 deaths basically to the side of Icy Paradise.
Team turret has been destroyed.
So we have an instant replay out here, and look at it. Wink, he's just helpless with that Ruby, and yeah, there is the Mercy also gets melted down easily, and that's like an easy team fight win for them without the MM.
Destroyed.
And yeah, they are taking on it. So Onyx Paradox are taking on it. They are too aggressive, and yeah, their aggression is paying off.
Right. Oh, why are seeing Seal of Anvil's recall there? But you know, Onyx Paradox, they are in a position that they are very comfortable both to the early to the late game because they know that Icy's Paradise are not going to be scaling much with their heroes. But for now, Demi forces out the red tree. He does not even care because he wants to tend to the top side lane. It's going to be a mid-side initiation. Kazansky, on the other hand, he's just taunting them with the Layla recall at this point. Oh, this is looking really bad to the side of Icy Paradise, don't you think, Hades?
Yeah, it's like quite bad for Icy Paradise. Like, I don't know what they're gonna come up with because
whoa.
at this
I'm
stage,
offended.
the only thing they
Bro, Rensky getting caught there. What a good initiation coming in from Wing there. I'm offended straight towards the neck of Edensky and then instantly executing him. What do you think?
that was a good play coming out from Wink, but can he do it like time and again? Can he pull that setups? And yeah, we need that damage. We need that damage coming out from Icy Paradise to follow up for the setups. Like they have some good sustained heroes, but yeah, they're lacking the damage out here. Okay, we have a turtle being spawned, the third turtle of the game.
Yeah. Bro, I think the reason why they pull up this Wink onto the Ruby Golem because they took out a utility jungle. And not a utility jungle, but the assassin jungler. Because they took a Florin, it's usually supposed to be a utility, but they're going for the assassin, right? So they need more something. But oh, Mercy gonna go with the flicker penalty zone right there. The turtle is falling to the side of Onyx Paradise because Big Brain on the backside doing those backdrops. But for now, Nico will be the one to fall, bites the dust, but is gonna get traded out with the jungler that is Demi Godcell there. A 1-to-1 trade with a better trade, I'm pretty sure, to the side of Icy Paradise.
Yeah, that was a bad play coming out from Icy Paradise, and like the goal lead, it's coming down now. It's coming down. It's just 3K now. Before it was 6K goal lead coming up from Onyx Paradox, but yeah, they're doing good. They're doing good.
Yes, instant replay. Of course, we need to see something. Here comes the Astral Echo. Actually revealing 3 people right there, man. And AOG gonna be missing to Natalius. And then they're gonna go for the Federer strike, but Demi Godcell went in a little bit too deep. That's why he gets shut down. That's why he was. Yeah, they weren't able to take down that tier 1 as well. So going for the tier 2, that was just an ego play coming up.
The ego play coming out from Demigod, so he should have been more like calm and composed in that situation. And yeah, we might see something up there in the bottom, but yeah. Demon King, he escapes.
But Wing,
so 30
though.
seconds left for the Lord to be spawned, the first Lord of the game.
Yes. Here comes the penalty zone there. Big Brain getting caught there. Wink will be the one to have that Reaper sight to say he is the Grim Reaper at this point. Finally making those execution, and he's the one with the most kills, I'm pretty sure. And he have to kind of build out those damage items. Not gonna go for the sustain if they wanna, balance it out. But it's also kind of risky because you won't be able to sustain much again, right? So this drafting is very confusing. Icy Paradise, they have to do better here. Here comes some ultimates coming in. AOG gonna be used, but that's not gonna be stunning or anything else again. Demi Godcell on the other hand, take that Lord. Arensky finally cleaning the floor. That is gonna be 2 deaths to the side of Icy Paradise. could be a triple because Arensky is looking for his triple right here. Misses all the Rhapsody for now, but Mercy on the other hand is not going to be spared. Killing spree for the Death Sonata, the Death Chanter here. One more, man, but he does not have that perfect energy to go for the last shot. But still, 3 for 1 trade. Called it good quits any time of the day side of Paradox.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
Okay, that was a good retreat coming out from Demigod Cell, and Demon King gets taken down by Arensky, and yeah, Mercy did a good job like shutting down that Lucas, but yeah, Arensky at this point he's just too fit. Look at him shutting down Mercy, and the damage output. He was one hit away from getting a kill on that Florine.
So once again, LG been pop connecting. That's Florin down. Arensky finally gets more kills. This guy has been playing the Granger non-stop, I'm pretty sure, for 4 games straight. And then that was crazy, man. It was crazy, don't you think? Oh, Federer Strike gonna be coming up again. There's gonna be a Nico getting caught in the midst of it. Kazansky on the other hand, the Hilda. We don't want to take out Nico. There's gonna be more because the Lord on the other hand even still spawn, but Icy Paradise are down to their inhibitors.
So Onyx Paradox right now in this current situation, they're just punishing Icy Paradise out there. So we might see a player coming out here.
Once again, it seems like Soul Blade Surge. Oh, a good penalty zone coming up. Don't forget the falling up of Big Brain because he's gonna be Big Brain bursting everybody down. Demon King on the other hand, finally getting those kills. Nico gets the shutdown on Kazansky. That's gonna be 2-2 trade, like equalizer, but they were able to save their mid and top for every side of those inhibitors from going down. So call it a W defense gameplay. Tower defense on the side of Icy Paradise. Look at this. Gonna go for that. Yeah, Demon King's gonna go for that. And yeah, look at that. That is the perfect penalty zone.
Yeah, a perfect penalty zone from Mercy. And yeah, they were able to follow up a good trade, a 2-for-2 trade out there. And yeah, that was a good defense coming out from Icy Paradise. But I don't think just holding up the game will let them a win. But they need to cook up something. They need to cook something.
Yeah. You see, looking at the items, Ruby just goes for those damage items. War Axe, Hunter Strike, also the Sea Halberd, and maybe she's gonna go for the Queen's Wings, I'm pretty sure, because she needs those sustains. Yeah.
So the Lord is like, it might be an easy Lord for Onyx Paradox inside of Onyx Paradox, and yeah, they take on the Lord.
We got so we would want to secure that Lord for Paradox once again. This is looking really icy onto the side of Paradise because the Florin, as much as I glaze the Florin pick, if you're not gonna pair it off with a very tanky jungle, it's very risky because you are just, you can't be the one tanking those damage, right? You need to be in the back line healing your frontliners, so they don't have frontliner except for Mercy and Wing, but this composition is risky and they are paying a price. Icy Paradise are paying a price. Lord's gonna be marching down the bot side now though. This is it for the inhibitor. Here comes the pressurization of a feathered airstrike here towards the side of Icy Paradise. This is gonna be the final stretch, or this is gonna be another W defense coming in from Icy Paradise, but we can't really call it defense because they finally lost that inhibitor, so enhanced minions are just gonna start flooding down the bot side.
So I don't like, they fumbled up a lot, starting from the draft pick. So a utility jungler would be so much better out here, but let's see how they do. Because they lack the utility jungler, they might have gone for that Ruby gold lane, but yeah, it's not working out like quite good right now.
Indeed. For now, they're just looking at something. LG just in that midst of inhibitor right there. Another big brain coming in, feathered airstrike. And more damage gonna be dealt, but Nico shutting down Petria, but Arensky on their hand. Once again, Mr. Death Chanter It's gonna be chanting deaths left to right, but no, Demon King would be one to get the shit down on Kazanski. Demi is kind of in a pinch. He gets taken out there, but that's gonna be a 4-3 trade with Arensky still standing tall, but it's only Nico on the other hand, and also the feathered airstrike, the burst down Nico there, and this is the end of Icy Paradise in this MGC Pro Series of a Season 3, and your champions falling to the hands of Onyx Paradox.
So that was a hell of a game, but you know, Demigod Cell did the god thing out there in the late game, the last phase of the game. He just outplayed 3 men of Icy Paradise and he was able to escape, but yeah, he somehow died. And yeah, this game, it was all for Onyx Paradox, with starting from the draft pick, from the early stage of the game till the last phase. It was all about Onyx Paradox, and yeah, they deserve to be the champions out here. GG's to Icy Paradise as well. They did their job. They reached to the grand finals with some superb clean sweeps coming out from them, and yeah, GG to Onyx Paradox, the champions of MGC Pro Series Season 3.
Yes.
So we have our MVP Balti.
MVP gonna be falling to Arensky, of course. This guy non-stop played the Granger, and he has proven himself multiple times that he is the playmaker and securing the kills, of course. And that KDA 10-2-3, teamfight participation 62. A good GPM actually, almost 1k GPM is quite impressive. So looking at the items for now, of course, they really love that Warex, right? If you're gonna be replacing your boots, go for the Warex. That's what they like to say. And yes, sustain kind of matters, but this Ruby on the other hand is downfall, man. And also the Florin as well. If you're not gonna be picking with the utility jungle, I'll say it many times, say it again.
The Florin was a good pick, but only if Demon King had gone for a utility jungler. A Suyo pick, that's the time from where Icy starts to fumble up, you know, picking up the Suyo, not going for a gold lane MM and going for a Ruby. So they started to fumble up out there. Florin kind of became useless out there in this game, you know. She couldn't do much because when a team lacks utility jungler and someone plays Florin out there, it's just like they're gonna have a tough time, you know.
Indeed. Yeah, for now, gold per minute though. Like I said, and the rich guy Arensky, man, this guy is just getting so much gold. GPM is just crazy. Damage dealt, the carry, of course, it was Nico, but there wasn't much to solidify his, results. But onto the sand of Sandbag and best wingman Peridot and Izanski, all in favor to the side of Paradox once again. And yes, they're getting the first prize, which is a huge chunk, 4,500 diamonds, and then like the 4,000 new cash, I'm pretty sure. But it's not a loss for the side of Icy Paradise, because still they're gonna get some prize, the second prize as well as still representing Bhutan for the true internationals. So yeah, we'll put it there. But look at these plays coming up though. It's Kazanski gonna go for that secure. This is where, Mr. Overextender does his play, I'm pretty sure there. Yeah, he got chunked down, man, bruh.
Yeah, that was just overextending that Lucas. You can see all the team fights. It went for Onyx Paradox, honestly, like most of the team fights. They did a pretty good job out there, but yeah, it was expected from such lineups, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Then here we can see some good trades coming up. Good trades, a jungler for a mage.
Right there.
But yeah,
and
it was the drop.
You see how Kazanski just go in and just did a full swing right there. That was actually quite impressive. But this is where they kind of messed up and they gave hope to the side of Icy Paradise here. And look at that, the cleanup swept as well. They're gonna go for more. Nico gets that shut down as well. Yeah.
Yeah, in this team fight, if they could have like got the kill over Predator and Demigod Cell, that would have been epic. And this is what I'm talking about. Look at the play coming out from Demigod Cell. Oh yeah, it's Demigod Cell.
Yeah, and also Erensky there. Gotta go for the final
Yeah,
blows.
Erensky.
Look at Big Brain though.
Finisher.
Look at how he just rips Nico into shreds with that feather airstrike. Even flickers for that. Sweet.
That's a signature move. That's a signature move.
Yep, indeed, guys. But Hades, that's pretty much concludes the series of the MGC Pro Series, right? Season 3 have come to an end, but word out there, Onyx Paradox is the better team. Word on the streets.
Yeah, good game for both the teams. They fought hard, but yeah, it was the Onyx Paradox who rise on top, and yeah, they are the champions of MGC Pro Series Season 3.
Yeah.
A big shout out to the fans of Onyx Paradox. A big shout out to Icy Paradise as well and their fans.
Indeed. And yes, they are invited to the True International Season. This is where the real showdown is going to be happening, because this is also going to be the place where they get international exposure. And hopefully even some teams might find sponsorship for them to recruit them for their esport organization. So this True International is only based out of that to give exposure to our young ones, young blooming skilled players. And also Icy Paradise is going to be invited as well. Like I said, it's still a W for them, so they still have days to improve. So I hope they come back strong as well, strong enough to impress us in the True International stage. That's the format as well. You want to go through the format, man? Yeah.
Like, I'm not quite aware of the format, but yeah, I know that it starts from the 23rd of the June and it will last till the 6th July. And there are some good teams coming up, the Indonesian players, the PH players, and our home country players as well, Indian and Bhutanese. So I'm really excited about this main event, the True International. So what do you think about this?
Yeah, it's very interesting, is because there's gonna be like a small interview section where the players of both the opposing teams are gonna either they go with a good sportsmanship or they're gonna be like, I'm gonna crush you, so be prepared. So something's gotta be happening there. I'm pretty sure India did on the season 1 against both of the teams, so it'll be interesting, man.
We'll have fun in the True International, but for now, so we have Onyx and IC. So there's the rivalry going on. The rivalry is still going on.
Then the rivalry is ending for season 3, but season 4, hopefully IC can come back with another, or maybe, who knows, another dark horse contender can replace the throne of both of these teams. We never know until the season 4 comes, but for now, that is the chapter folded, and we're gonna be ending this series right here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you to once again for making this event successful. Thank you to our streamer for JL, guys. Don't forget to give a thumbs up in the chat for him, because he's been sitting here for hours and managing all the scenes single-handedly. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, stay hydrated, and we're gonna be heading off now. It's me, Balti, and Hades signing off. Have a good night.